Ladies and gentlemen, episode number 517, live. Welcome to YTD Academy, live, episode number 31, Clash of the Titans, bringing an epic 9-match event card. It is going to be absolute fire, starting with the tone-setting match of the night. Wait until you see the main event of the evening. It is going to rock your socks. It's going to be a great afternoon, early evening, or it could be well into the evening, depending on where you are currently. But before we get to any of that, we're of course going to have a look at the dirt sheets. Lots going on. I did see something earlier, an article. I am going to look for it because when I was looking at news and rumors, I didn't necessarily see it. So I am going to find it, but I did see an article had a picture of Jade Cargill at the WWE Performance Center. So we're going to have a look at that. Dolph Ziggler was released. A few others were released as well from NXT. And we're going to have a look at that and see what's going on there. And I think there's a little bit more information potentially out about what's going on with Vince McMahon and him potentially being on his way out. Which, honestly, let's face it, at this point, it would be good for the company if he was not in the spotlight in any way, shape, or form, especially being the WWE chairman. Bring Shane or Stephanie back. I don't know what you're going to do there. Promote Paul Levesque. Whatever you want to do. Paul Levesque being Triple H, for those that don't know his real name. But anyways, we're going to dive into the dirt sheets here in just a moment, as soon as I find them. There we go. Okay, so what we're going to start with is some of the people that were released from WWE. And this is from about 5 hours ago. So this is about Dolph Ziggler, of course, being released by WWE. It's WrestlingNews.co. Angel Arambolas says Dolph Ziggler is the latest name to be released by WWE today as part of an ongoing budget cuts. Ziggler's release was first reported by Fightful Select. Ziggler was signed by WWE in 2004 and was brought up to the main roster as part of the Spirit Squad cheerleader faction. I hated that faction. I really did. It's funny because some people were very amused by the Spirit Squad. I detested the Spirit Squad. I did, however, like Ziggler. But anyways, he was part of the cheerleader faction, and he also played the role of Chavo Guerrero's caddy when Chavo was repackaged as Kerwin White. I remember that. That was ridiculous. Does anybody remember when he was repackaged as Kerwin White? I don't know. I try not to remember that. But anyway, Ziggler flirted with the main event scene, but was largely seen as a good hand who could work a good match with anyone. Which is true. Dolph Ziggler could work a good match with absolutely anyone. It's going to be interesting to see where he ends up and what he ends up doing, because I mean, I believe I had a conversation, was it last night or perhaps with somebody today on Discord, I can't remember. Anyways, I suggested that perhaps Dolph Ziggler could end up in AEW. His brother is there, and he does have friends there as well, so there's that. But I mean, and somebody suggested perhaps Impact Wrestling might be a place where he would find a home, which it could very well happen. Now, again, WWE largely utilizes Impact Wrestling these days, so it'd be interesting if he ends up there. Perhaps it's just to repackage him a bit and get him back into get him back that hunger that he seems to have lost, to be perfectly honest. For pro wrestling. I mean, even his matches, if you've watched his matches in the past 6 months to a year, they just haven't been the same. It just isn't the same Dolph Ziggler. He doesn't seem to be out there giving it his all. I don't know. Just my opinion, of course. But, yeah, if he goes to Impact, it'd be interesting because he could probably just end up right back in WWE. And I do agree with another comment that was made earlier today that he'll probably just end up back in WWE anyways. All the greats do, and he's one of the greats, even though he was never really pushed hard as a main event superstar, which is unfortunate. I do believe Dolph Ziggler should have been the next Shawn Michaels a long time ago, but I believe that they probably didn't want that to happen. Afraid perhaps he might outshine the showstopper, and I mean, he's ever been as good as Shawn Michaels ever was, performance-wise. He's good on the microphone. He's actually a better wrestler than Shawn Michaels was. So that's what I'm thinking, is they just did not want somebody outshining the showstopper, and therefore we never got to see him pushed to the max like he could, because again, he could have been the next Shawn Michaels a long time ago. Hello. Yo, Strife is in the house. What's going on, Strife? What's new and exciting, my friend? Of course, we started a few minutes early today because Strife was being impatient and was harassing me on Discord. So just for you, Strife, we started a few minutes early. Just for you. Remember that. Just for you, sir. But anyway, Strife, what do you think about Dolph Ziggler being released by WWE? What are your thoughts on that?
Wow. Remember that.
Froggy Bothlegs in the house. What's going on? That's right. Remember that. He should remember that. Froggy, what do you think about it? What do you think about Dolph Ziggler being released? I mean, I personally believe it's probably
better than holding him and doing nothing.
Better than holding him and doing nothing with. Yeah, that's true. Ultimately, that is very true.
You'd let Dolph go.
I don't know how you'd let Dolph go, but WWE isn't making the best decisions recently.
To go to NJPW.
Well, no, I don't know how they let Dolph Ziggler go either, to be perfectly honest. But I do agree with Strife, better than holding him and doing nothing with him. Strife says he needs to go to New Japan Pro Wrestling. That would be an amazing spot for him to end up. I mean, they would utilize him very well there. He'd have some great matchups with a lot of great people there. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people think maybe Impact Wrestling. But again, if he goes to Impact, you know it's only a matter of time before he's right back in WWE. AEW makes sense, kind of. He's got friends there. He's got a brother there. But who knows, really?
Dolph would do better than Jericho
Dolph would do better than Jericho there. Yeah, well, potentially. I mean, I don't know if anybody can do better than Jericho. He is just on fire, you know? The amount of time that man has spent in the business, and he just keeps being able to repackage himself, and I mean, he still brings his A game in there. He puts people over. He looks good while doing it. He makes them look good. Great storyteller still. People love Chris Jericho. But Dolph Ziggler, I think, would probably... I don't know what the hell they would do with Dolph Ziggler in AEW. I'm not sure even they would know what to do with Dolph Ziggler. I really don't. I have no faith they would use him right either. You know, just looking at how they build their own talent and even how they've pushed some of the former WWE talent that you rarely hear from these days. But yeah, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see where he goes. But you know, some people think Impact, some people think AEW. New Japan Pro Wrestling, I agree, that would be fantastic if he went there. Imagine the matchups there. He'd have some master classes there, to be perfectly honest. So, all right, but anyways, I'll jump back into the dirt sheets here and see what else is going on. So here's apparently a list of names that were released by WWE today. This is WrestlingNews.co, Angel Arambolas. So as noted earlier, several WWE wrestlers have been let go today. This was expected after the announcement of the WWE Endeavor merger, creation of TKO Holdings Group. They are going to update this page when more names are announced. Here's the updated list of people who were released today. So from the main roster, Mustafa Ali.
Today,
Emma
is Roman Reigns.
Rick Boogs. Aaliyah. Elias. Riddick Moss. Top Dollar. Shelton Benjamin. Dolph Ziggler. From NXT, Quincy Elliott.
It's me, Lion Sineskin 23, by the way.
Apparently there's more NXT releases expected later this evening, sometime around 5 p.m. Eastern. Now let me just see if there's another updated list. But before we get to that, actually, another WrestlingNews.co article. It is Andrew Ravens this time. It's Axios report, SEC filing hints that Vince McMahon may leave WWE. So a new SEC filing has shown light on a hint that Vince McMahon may want out of WWE after the recent acquisition by Endeavor that saw WWE merge with UFC. McMahon is still under investigation by the federal government as a search warrant was served and executed by the feds after a federal grand jury signed off on a subpoena to McMahon on July 17. However, no charges have been filed against him yet in connection to the payments about allegations of sexual misconduct and an infidelity since 2006. As previously reported, Jacob Frankel, the chair of Dickinson's Rights Government Instigation and Security Enforcement Practice Group and a former senior counsel in the SEC's Division of Enforcement, told the LA Times that McMahon could face criminal or civil liabilities that may force McMahon out of his WWE role. After the merger, McMahon holds 28.84 million TKO shares, currently valued at $3 billion. Axios has a story about the registration filings done by TKO and notes it enables him to avoid the lockup period that applies to other TKO stockholders like Endeavor and Silver Lake. TKO first disclosed its registration plan on page 184 of an SEC filing in August. The filing notes McMahon, alongside two other TKO executives, will be selling stockholders in the offering. This would indicate McMahon's eventual departure from the company. TKO noted in regulatory filing that McMahon's membership on the board could expose us to negative publicity and or have the adverse financial and operational impacts on our business. His membership may also result in additional scrutiny or otherwise exacerbate the other risks described herein. Any of these outcomes could directly or indirectly have adverse financial and operational impacts on our business. McMahon was seen using a cane to get up the stairs to the stage to speak with WWE employees this week after having spinal surgery this summer. So yeah, I don't know. Kind of sort of looks like that it's likely that he's going to be leaving the company at this point. Froggy is Jey Uso today. Strife is Roman Reigns, the tribal chief. Yo, Escanor. Welcome in. What's going on, Escanor? Escanor says, Vince been needing to leave. Yeah, well, you're not wrong. Escanor is Randy Orton today. The Viper. But yeah, so it does appear that even if he doesn't face criminal or civil liabilities, it looks like he might be on his way out of the company regardless. Let's see what else is going on here. Here's something from 1 hour ago. This is a full list of NXT names that have been released. So it's WrestlingNews.co, Angel Arambolas. So it was expected today that several WWE NXT names would also be released today after the main roster cuts. It appears that the main roster cuts are done, and they have begun with the NXT roster because Quincy Elliott announced on Instagram that he is no longer with the company. We will update the list below, or they will, as more names are announced, but here's the updated list of NXT releases. So Quincy Elliott, Bryson Montana, Dana Brooke, Mansoor, Mace, Dabakato, Shanky, Yulisa Leon, and Daniel MacArthur. So there's your so far, as of an hour ago, updated list on people released from NXT. So what do you guys think of that list? What do you guys think of that list of releases? I mean, I'm not surprised at all by Mansoor or Shanky. You know what I mean? There's a couple people on there that don't, but a few of them are a little bit surprising. So they got rid of Top Dollar, but would they still have Ashanti on the roster at this point, I think.
Retribution pretty much got released. They were bad characters in the game.
I can see why Retribution pretty much got released. They were bad characters. Yeah, well, you know. I mean, Retribution was never all that exciting to begin with. And Shanky, Mansoor,
I have arrived.
Mustafa Ali, all those guys get... Well, actually, again, I'm not really sure why they couldn't find a way to utilize Mustafa Ali better, but it surprises me that they're willing to just let go of Mustafa Ali. Him and Dolph Ziggler both. Rocka! What's going on, Rocka? Welcome in. Sorry, Strife, did you want me to repeat that list?
We know who they are. Just doing a bud.
Okay, so you know the list? Alright. But anyways, again, some of the releases don't surprise me at all. Others definitely surprise me a little bit.
Yo, Rax. Especially Dolph, he's been with the company for over a decade.
Especially Dolph, he's been with the company for over a decade. Well, actually, yeah, it's been longer than a decade. I believe he was signed in 2004.
Rocka.
So that's 20 years. That's 2 decades. 2 decades. I actually lost the list I was reading last night with the worst pay-per-views, and I don't feel like looking for it again, so I do have a new list tonight, by the way, too. The list for tonight is the 10 worst WWE wrestlers who were still very successful. I haven't looked at it, but I did think that it's by the Sportster, so it should be interesting, but I thought it would be interesting to see exactly who they have on the list, so I didn't look at it. I thought I'd wait and get
over a decade.
Reveal the names on the list when you guys hear them. But I can imagine some of the people that are probably on the list. You know, there's always people that somehow still manage to have success and they're not that good, right? Like, look at the Ultimate Warrior, right? If he wasn't chiseled from granite and had the stamina and athleticism of a god, I don't know where he found his energy. Now, mind you, you know, 3-4 minutes into a match, that guy was gassed out. So that's the other thing. But the Ultimate Warrior, he was all hype. We loved him. We're not going to sit and pretend we didn't. His music cue, we ran across the room and checked out the TV to see what was going on, because any time the Ultimate Warrior was in the ring, it was chaos and pandemonium. I mean, you never really understood what the hell the man was talking about, but I mean, he was still intriguing on the microphone. You know, if he could have actually learned to cut a proper promo, but anytime he spoke, you had no clue what he was talking about.
He always ran down the
ring, he would talk circles. So, but yeah, that's the list for tonight. Is the 10 worst WWE wrestlers who were still successful. So I thought that'd be fairly interesting, actually. So, anyways, Rocka says 2 decades still qualifies as over a decade. That it does.
I'm the Ultimate Warrior.
That it does.
The wrestler clown. I do CUH cocaine.
And they just released him like he meant nothing. I'm the Ultimate Warrior, the wrestler clown. Yes. You're not a fan of the Ultimate Warrior, Strafe? I mean, the guy created more controversy during his career than he did anything, really. You know, they were trying to sweep things under the rug when they kind of kissed and made up, right? WWE and the Ultimate Warrior. But regardless, I mean, as soon as the man passed, all of that stuff got dragged back out again and people started talking about it all over again. But it's a shame, because he probably, I mean, if I don't know what was wrong with the Ultimate Warrior. He definitely thought he was a much larger household name than he actually was. You know what I mean? Like, he thought more of himself than other people did, that's for sure. Again, he was all hype. Yeah, we wanted to see him run to the ring. We wanted to see him run around the ring, shake the ropes. You know, his music is iconic. But he was not a good wrestler. Right? The most exciting thing about Warrior versus Hogan at WrestleMania 6 was literally their entrances.
Steroid
and the
huge,
huge, very, very loud pop from the crowd. Steroid usage was a problem for past wrestlers. Why, it's probably a problem for current wrestlers. To be perfectly honest. You know? Whether it's illegal steroids or a legal version of. Either way, performance enhancing is performance enhancing. Just some are considered legal and some are not. And then, of course, if you have injuries that require the use of steroids, it opens a window there. But yeah, steroid usage was a big problem. Hence the scandal, right? I mean, the WWE almost collapsed because of that whole thing. Could very well have happened. Did not, thankfully. I'm sure they're thankful as well. But anyways, alright. Before we get to the next article, or any lists, we may as well get the show on the go. Episode number 31 of YTD Academy Live, Clash of the Titans, 9-match event card. It's going to be an epic evening, and we're going to get things started right now. Here we go with the first match of the evening. It is a 6-Vixen tag team matchup. And look at the Vixens in this matchup. Currently called Skywolf. Apparently there's going to be a name change that has not been decided upon yet, so they are currently running with the Skywolf name simply because Ashley Sky and Stephanie Wolf are a tag team. Very successful tag team, not to mention, by the way. Alexa Bliss has joined the group. Little Miss Bliss now part of Skywolf, or whatever it is they become as a faction. Or whatever happens with their faction to begin with, I don't know. That is up to Team Soul Embers, of course. But we're starting things off with Skywolf versus Damage Control in a traditional 6-Vixen tag team matchup. What do you guys think? Stripe says, yeah, like Warrior. Yep. Yep, Warrior was definitely on the monkey juice. Absolutely. I mean, I don't think anybody denies that. He was definitely on some juice. I mean, there was a lot of people on juice. I mean, he denies it, but I assume that at one point even Hulk Hogan was on steroids. I don't know if he's ever fully admitted that he did dabble with steroids. I'm fairly certain that he tries to avoid that at all costs, and when he has touched base on it, it was almost like a very subtle denial. But I mean, look at certain people. Like Hercules Hernandez.
Scott Steiner.
Oh, Scott Steiner for sure. Triple H at one point was. I mean, I didn't understand that either because Triple H was already in phenomenal shape. I mean, he obviously did get a bit bigger, but he was already in phenomenal shape. He was no small man, even when he was Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Same with Scott Steiner. He was already huge and a fantastic wrestler. And all getting hulked out on roids did for him was make him slower and less agile. You know, he could still wrestle, but he was less agile. He was slower. But man, was that dude huge. He was huge.
Play.
Oh, I would imagine John Cena. I mean, I don't know if he's ever been accused, Stripe, or if it's ever even been discussed.
Channel rewards to choose from if you are the chosen S.
But yeah, I would assume John Cena, at least when he was first coming into the business, because he was a bodybuilder, right?
John might not be.
Well, we're not sure, Lionson. We're not sure that. It's possible. You know?
You, Joe.
When he Yo, Joe Link's in the house. What's going on, Joe? Yo, Joe. But when John Cena first came in, and he was just coming out of the bodybuilding industry, I wouldn't be surprised if he still was on something then. As time went on, I don't know. I just think it was a lot of hard work because... About to start work, wanted to stop in. Fantastic, and have a great day at work. Or evening, I guess, for you, because you work 7 to 7.
High Strife.
7 to 7 is Joe Link's schedule. Actually, right now, I think Infinite Oni is also at work. He is not done until either 10 or 11. I'm not sure which.
Superstar. Today, user
oh, that's gotta hurt. Joe Link, you are Christian Hart. I'm almost afraid to see who I am. All right, let's see.
Superstar.
Oh, of
Today,
course.
user
I am
is
Trish
Trish
Stratus.
Stratus.
Why not?
Wow. Dang looks like nutters for
Jolene says,
everyone.
dang, looks like the nutters for everyone.
Superstar. Yes, 77.
Ooh, Raka
Today,
is Alexa
user
Bliss.
is Alexa Bliss.
At least you're still Canadian. Yeah,
Archer.
fair enough. At least I'm still Canadian. There's that. All right, here we go. 6 Vixen tag team matchup. Skywolf versus Damage Control. Let's get things rocking and rolling. Let's go. All right. Just making sure I didn't miss anything else in the chat. 683 is unlucky. Actually, you know what? Hold on. I'm actually going to double check and see what the numbers are because they haven't even popped up yet, for that matter. Give me a second.
The following contest is a 6-woman tag team match. On the way to the ring, The Click. The WWE Universe has been counting the days.
I have to log into my
for this match to start.
Stream Elements that's linked to Twitch and put it over to YouTube. There we go. All right, let's see here. All right, so the numbers are 401 and 093.
Now The Rock admitted to testing steroids when he was 1/8 or 1/9.
So 401 and 093. I'll put that in chat.
Play. User, your numbers are 7.
Guys, I have to say,
There we go.
one of the most intense rivalries the women's division has seen in quite some
But
time.
683 was definitely unlucky.
Choose from if you are the chosenest.
I'm just scrolling back. I think I was just making sure nobody else played.
Play.
735 unlucky.
User, your numbers are 4.
483 unlucky.
Good luck, user. There are some amazing and fun channel rewards to choose from if you are
Lionson
the
says
chosen.
now The Rock admitted to testing steroids when he was 18 or 19. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me because, I mean, steroids was huge in football. You know what I mean? So that's not a surprise. 180
Good
unlucky.
luck, user. There are some amazing and fun channel
So far,
rewards to choose
not so
from
good
if you are the chosenest.
with the jackpot, guys. Nobody won it last time either, to be fair. It seems to be harder to win it here than on Twitch. I don't know why.
Play. User,
488.
488. Good luck, user.
Unlucky.
There are some amazing and fun channel rewards to choose from if you are the chosenest.
All right, so I'm going to get back to the dirt sheets here. Now that I have that, I just wanted to make sure we didn't have old numbers, but the numbers are fine.
And given who she's in the ring with tonight, I would say she's
All right, so let's see what else is going on.
I think that's a safe assumption, Michael. Anytime you're in the ring with a known enemy, there's always more incentive to dominate.
So it looks like WWE SmackDown is going to be returning to the USA Network and will reportedly mean the end of Raw and NXT on the network. That's interesting. All right, so this is WrestlingNews.co, Andrew Ravens. So WWE's programming rights deals for Raw, NXT, and SmackDown are up next year, as Raw and NXT have current deals with the USA Network, while SmackDown currently airs on Fox. So all 3 deals are up in the fall of 2024. WWE announced today that they will be leaving Fox after inking a 5-year deal to bring SmackDown back to the USA Network starting in October 2024, keeping the blue brand on the network until 2029. The announcement also noted that WWE will produce 4 primetime specials per year that will air on NBC, and you can check out the full announcement if you come to the website, WrestlingNews.co, go to the article, and there's a link you can click. The Hollywood Reporter reports while the new deal will bring WWE to NBC primetime and SmackDown to USA on Friday nights, it would also mean the end of Raw and NXT on USA.
One word, Cole.
A source told media outlet that the talks for Raw's rights are extremely active, with traditional linear networks, streaming services, and unexpected players all interested. Unexpected players. Now, what do you guys think that means? What do you think they mean by unexpected players? Who would you assume?
Check this out.
You got within 5 of your own numbers. Nice. Still unlucky. I didn't notice that till you pointed it out. Let me have a go at it. TNT, TBS. Well, I doubt it would be them. Because I mean they work with AEW, right? So I would highly doubt it's going to be them, unless they leave TNT and TBS. Wouldn't that be something? WWE suddenly goes to TNT and TBS. That'd be kind of weird. You never know, though. I mean, well, that's what I think, Strife, is ESPN or Fightful. I don't know if that's unexpected, but 342, unlucky. I should give it a shot. I haven't played the lottery in a while. Let's see what my numbers are. 064. I'm in the running. I am in the running for the YTD Championship op. So, of course, if I win it, I will give it to the person that gets closest to me. If nobody gets close to me, I will pick a winner from the chat room. That's how that works. Let me play again, see if I can. I may as well get it out of the way.
Looking for the home run.
And 328, that is unlucky. But I got close with 064 because it is 093, so I'm only 31 points away.
She shoots up the top rope. Dangerous.
Or I mean 29.
From the top.
I am 29 points away. But anyways, all right, so let's get back to the dirt sheets.
The new jackpot number for a chance to win the channel redemption of your choices. 401.
So Montez Ford, this will be great information for Glenola.
YTD Championship match.
Montez Ford would welcome back CM Punk if WWE asked him for his opinion. This is WrestlingNews.co, Andrew Ravens. So ever since his AEW release, due to the backstage incident with Jack Perry at AEW All In, there has been speculation about him returning to WWE, something he was reportedly open to last December during his AEW hiatus. While speaking on the Happy Hour, Montez Ford was asked what his reaction would be if they asked him about his opinion regarding Punk potentially returning to the promotion. And this is a quote. He said, if they ask my opinion on it, I'm so open to every single aspect, talent in the world, whether they come from all walks of life. I feel like everyone has something to bring to the table. Believe it or not, whether people love this individual or not, and this goes for any WWE superstar, if they are generating a buzz and generating topics and generating people talking, that is all good for business. I love to be the person who always welcomes someone back with great arms. If he wants to make his way back this way, I guess we can have a battle and see who is the best person from Chicago. That's right, Montez Ford is from Chicago. I forgot about that. Ford also talked about the Street Profits alliance with Bobby Lashley. And he said, I figured out things are going on with me and Dawkins right now. Throughout the years, we've had some success, but that success seems to have come to a small halt, so we kind of aligned ourselves with someone who's had a lot of success. He's been in the business for a very long time, and we figured his knowledge would lead us to the success he's obtained while being here. I think it was something where Bobby has been he has known us for a while now. Me and Dawkins have been with the company. Everwood Dawkins has been with the company even back in development, way back since 2012. And I got signed in late 2015 in NXT. Has been on the main roster for about 3 years now, and Bobby has been one of the best, one of the ones that's kind of taken us under his wing since we've been on the main roster, and now it's just pretty much everything he's been doing backstage is just being brought to the viewing eyes now. I mean, I'm all for the Street Profits alignment with Bobby Lashley. I thought that was a great decision. I think that's fantastic. I mean, if I was to pick somebody for the Street Profits to align with, that's exactly who I'd put him with. What they're going to do moving forward, I don't know. And do they get Bianca Belair to join them as well on a full-time basis? That would be interesting. Bianca Belair joining the Street Profits and Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, that is a great trio.
Oh, it is definitely a great trio. 100% agree. I 100% agree with you. Who do you think? So, who would you pit? First of all, what would you call the trio? You yourself, what would you call that trio?
These superstars have toiled away endlessly.
I say that they should be called the Almighty Prophets.
Bobby should not be the mouthpiece.
No, Montez Ford should be the mouthpiece. I think they should be called the Almighty Prophets. What do you guys think?
Well-placed elbow to break up the maneuver. Elbow smash.
I mean, that's what I would call them. Prophets or Prophets of the Almighty, that works.
Essentially the same thing, LOL.
I mean, it is essentially the same thing, yeah.
I like it.
Lionson likes the Almighty Prophet. I know, I like it too. I think that's exactly what they should call themselves, Almighty Prophets. That'd be cool. But who would you guys pit them against? The Almighty Prophets versus who for their first rivalry as a trio?
Oh, an incredible sit-up mat slam. The WWE Universe has come alive in this one.
They are up and they are vocal. A lot
I think
of energy.
I would have. I was just gonna say the Judgment Day.
Dakota doing what she can to alter the beat.
That's what I was gonna say. Was I would pit them against the Judgment Day first to have a good rivalry with.
Dakota Kai.
The Hurt Profits.
The Hurt Profits.
Crucifix chokehold.
A couple of
That's funny.
knees and then another one, and that'll force the break.
Bitcoin Bull, welcome in. What's new and exciting? Welcome to episode number 31 for YTD Academy Live Clash of the Titans. It is our 517th episode in total for TWA. Well, what's going on? Bitcoin Bull, what's new and exciting? What's going down?
Dakota Kai with a
What's crack-a-lackin'? Anyways, the Hurt Profits is interesting. I like the Almighty Prophets better.
Oh, look at this.
Or maybe Prophets Hurt.
She's found an opening.
Who knows?
Look at the power
But yeah, I think I agree with Judgment Day. Strife, who would you pit them against first? Who would you like to see the trio against first? Bitcoin, we're talking about the Street Profits alliance with Bobby Lashley currently is what we're discussing. What we would call them, who we would put them against for their first rivalry. And of course, I think the Judgment Day is the way to go for that. And I would call them the Almighty Prophets.
face rake.
LWO possibly.
LWO, Lashley's World Order.
Count out imminent. She needs to get back in.
I mean, that probably wouldn't happen. There's already been an LWO, right? The Latino World Order.
She just turned it
So
around.
that's not going to happen.
Bailey just mocking her now.
It will not.
She's just letting her know what
That's
she
not
really
terrible.
thinks about her.
But it won't happen, though.
They fired everyone else.
Froggy says it would have to be the Judgment Day. They fired everyone else. Yeah, that's true.
Maybe.
To the breadbasket.
That is definitely true.
Someone small to break them up and do Judgment's Day building to me.
You meant for a rivalry? Oh, for a rivalry. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that would work. The Almighty Prophets against the LWO.
And attack there.
Sir Jack the Greatest.
LOL.
What's going on, Jack? Welcome in.
Team Archer.
Appreciate everybody being here. Team Archer. Oh, yeah, you're Team Archer, but yet you're not on the broadcast booth. You're not joining the host with the most on the Most Must See show on Twitch and YouTube TV. No, you're riding the pine, sitting in the chat room, flapping your jowls, not putting your you know.
Wanna know why?
Want to know why? Because you are, sir, a... That's why. Let's not make excuses here, Sir Jack. Lionston says, time him out.
There's a snapmare.
Well, actually, it's not as easy to time people up here at the Shark Tank as it is over on Twitch, but sitting on the side, if the freeway... What? Sitting on the side at the freeway in your car?
This match may be nearing its limit. I hope she's got a little something
That...
extra
What?
left in the tank. Otherwise, she's in trouble.
What's she talking about?
Crucial moment. Bang! What a knee.
What's she talking about, Strife? Did your fingers get away from you on that one?
She is in a precarious position.
But anyways, yeah. All right, so let's get back to the dirt sheet, see what else is going on.
Wait a second.
Well, here's something from WrestlingNews.co, again from Angel Arambolas. Tiffany Stratton says she welcomes Jade Cargill in WWE. Bring her on in, she says. So Tiffany Stratton will be getting her rematch against NXT Women's Champion Becky Lynch at NXT No Mercy. It's funny, on here it says NXT No Merch. They did not edit their shit. Anyways, it's supposed to say No Mercy. On Saturday, September 30th, Stratton spoke with Steve Fall in an exclusive interview for WrestlingNews.co. Now, this is her talk. So Stratton on working with Becky Lynch and their chemistry. And Stratton quotes, I agree, I definitely think we have great chemistry, like you said, but I feel like amazing to be even put on the same screen as Becky Lynch. She's one of the greatest of all times, in my opinion, and I'm excited for this rematch. I can't wait. On being a needle mover, she says, it feels amazing. I can't believe it, honestly. I was not expecting that in the slightest, but I thought the match went amazing. On her TV personality and her real self, she says, I definitely think there isn't much of a difference, just a little bit, turned up a little bit, but I definitely feel like the best, wrestlers, the ones that are most successful definitely have the personas that they have in real life. So I tried to emulate that on TV, and it's been working. Stratton on if Jade Cargill would be welcomed in with welcome arms, and she said, yeah, for sure, bring her on in. I don't know much about her, but I've seen photos of her, and she's beautiful, but yeah, I'm not sure what's really going on there, so I guess we'll see. WWE NXT No Mercy will air live on Peacock on Saturday, September 30th from the Mechanics Bank Arena in Bakersfield, California. And here is so far the updated card. NXT Championship matchup, Carmelo Hayes versus Ilya Dragunov. Extreme Rules matchup for the NXT Women's Championship, Becky Lynch versus Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah, this is not good.
British Rounds Rules matchup for the NXT Heritage Cup, Noam Dar versus Butch or Joe Coffey.
I think she's starting to get worried.
NXT North American Championship, Dirty Dominic Mysterio versus Mustafa Ali, who was just released, so that might change now, right? That definitely might change now. Braun Breaker versus Baron Corbin is also a match on the card. So not a terrible card, but obviously the Mustafa Ali thing's going to have to change. Let's see here. Jack says, I never received the notification for the show because I was going to join 15 minutes ago. It doesn't even show you in there as an active chatter. Okay, hold on. I can fix that problem. We had to do the same thing last night. It's weird, but I have to join using the PlayStation app. Hold on.
And there's the tag belly into the ring.
There, try now.
And able to beat Bailey to the punch.
Archer tired of being alone, emoji rolling on the floor laughing.
You can try it now and see what happens. The same shit happened last night. I don't know what's going on with that. I'm going to have to check the settings.
That could end Bayley's night. Makes the cover.
But anyways, let me know if that works.
And we knew Bayley was stubborn, but you got to admit she showed her toughness with that kick out.
I don't know if there's more frustration.
But I am in there currently. There we go. I see Jack. What's going on, Jack?
Coming in hot.
It's weird though. I can't hear you through my, like, I don't hear you on the broadcast booth, just in the PlayStation now. It's so weird.
Strikes and kicks and punches.
Now I got to remember how we fixed it last night.
There's a takedown reversal.
I would join. No, Jack.
What does this competitor have planned for their opponent?
No idea what's going on here. So I can talk to you through the app, but you're not coming across the broadcast booth. It's kind of weird.
What's going on here? Pay attention to your competition.
Do it, Espinola.
Got the tag.
Unlike everyone else that was
Bayley
either
now
not
looking to
working or
vanquish a left.
was working.
Indeed. And we all know he never works. I mean, he is always in the chat room doing his mod responsibilities. But it's super weird that I'm on my broadcast booth, but yet you're not. Except for via chat. I don't understand what's going on with that.
Can Alexa clinch this one?
It's so weird.
Bayley is displaying that die-hard spirit of hers.
And I can't remember how we got it to work last time.
Alexa definitely thought that was it. And now she's asking herself, what else can I do? Tag made.
I could
Super
hear Jack
strange.
slightly.
Like, I'm literally using the broadcast booth for the show.
Jack, are you sharing your voice? You can barely hear.
But I can't remember how we got it to, like, correct itself last night. So that we had one broadcast booth, not two.
And she slides her back to the mat.
But
very
it's
strange.
static.
Ouch. Caught her.
It's not like I can add myself. I don't think.
Spiked with a Uranagi.
Nope. Definitely can't add myself.
We're trapped in the corner.
Yeah, here we go.
Super strange.
Not done yet. Another.
Golly.
A barrage.
Should I try to join through my phone or?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I'm using the broadcast booth. That's how my voice is live on the show. But yet so last night it showed two of me, which kind of got the broadcast booth working again. But today it literally shows just one, and that's because I joined through the app. But I don't know what's going on. I have no idea. It is messed up.
Maybe because YouTube is a bastard now.
They're still in this.
I might have to start it.
And now she's looking to go top from the top.
Twisting into the moonsault.
Get that instant.
Yeah, I'll have to have everybody rejoin the broadcast booth, create a new one or something. I don't know. It's very strange. It only started doing this after the last update I did. Like the last PlayStation
Bayley
update.
avoids the assault.
That's when it all started.
They got their opponent all the way up, and my
So, I don't know.
goodness, cracked their rib.
I just dropped 250
Tag is made.
40s because I couldn't find the 50s. And I was like, everybody been saying, oh, you know, that sounds way better. I was like, okay. So these things already done, you know,
Yeah.
like good.
Barely combats out of that.
All right, I'm just going to jump back to
Lands the knee.
YouTube here, to the chat room. There we go. Back in the chat. Just to see what's going on. You never know what's happening in there. Let's see. What have I missed? Anything?
Unbelievable athleticism. How's that?
I don't think so. A blonde said to the gym. Oh, that's the joke of the day from last week. I haven't changed that yet. I forgot to change that. The blonde said to the gym instructor, "You can teach me to do the splits." He said, "How flexible are you?" The blonde said, "I can't make Tuesdays." Lionson said, "I could hear Jack slightly." Well, that's because I've got him on my PlayStation app. But that is through my iPhone. But for some reason, we can't figure out how to get people to actually in the broadcast booth. It's very odd.
Tossed into the corner.
But, I mean, it is what it is. I don't really know how to remedy the situation, so... Like, it just started working last night. But again, it showed 2 of me. And then I had to leave. Through the app and I don't know, it was weird. But it's not doing that today, though. It literally doesn't even show me in there.
Tagged into the action.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about, because I went in there earlier and tried to find you, and it was just like, oh, well, there is, like, there's nothing right here.
Hey, try going... hold on, try inviting me to the... and see if that works. Hold on.
Suplex.
We'll see if that works.
Denied with an elbow. Right across the face.
Here's a snapmare.
And a basement drop kick. Tagging her partner in.
There, let's see if that works
Eno
out.
stomped right on her Titans, energy landed flying face.
Does it for her. Coming to the rescue.
Now,
Hilarious
are we
that
just
an
on the
archer
app still, or are you guys on the booth
CB
now?
radio.
I can only hear you guys on the app again. That's so super strange.
Just invite you to it, because I guess since you're already inside of it, I can't just, re-invite you.
Yeah. What happens if we all leave and you guys start the party and I just join it? Let's try that.
One reversal after another. These two are reading each other's minds.
Hold on.
In comes Bailey. And Bailey never saw that coming. Kick to the midsection, sunset flip. That was a hell of a maneuver there, guys. Tagged into action.
All right, are you there now? I thought I did something.
The rack attack coming.
All right. So confusing. There's now 2 of me on here. Alright, so I'll get out of there.
Create separation.
Up and down into the shin breaker.
Dragon screw. Tag made.
But if I
She's
join
in.
this one, nothing. What the hell?
Dakota Kai with a bang.
I'm so confused.
Kick. Did Kai just put an end to this? Shoulders down. You know what that means?
And you guys don't see the other,
Something even more devastating to finish her
the
off.
Archerverse TV
Oh, wicked kick to the lower back.
option either, do you?
No, only have the one.
So weird. I don't get it. Alright, well, I'll just leave you guys down here. Apparently they can hear you anyways, at least a little bit. And it still allows me to jump back to the chat room, so that's good too.
She adjusts it and reverses it.
Alright, hilarious that Mr. Jack sounds like he is on CB radio.
Ref
Alexa
down.
Bliss comes in off the tag.
It's a big team. Oh.
Return fire from Io.
Maybe because YouTube is a bastard, man. Strife says, well, it's got nothing to do with YouTube. It's all to do with the PlayStation Network, actually. Like I said, I started the broadcast booth to begin the show, which is how I'm live to begin with, but for some reason nobody's able to join it. They don't see it. It's very odd.
Arm in the arm. STO. Bliss way up high.
It is a YouTube show today, yeah. Yeah, nope, definitely not on Twitch.
Run out of ringside and back to the mat.
Episode number 31 for YTD Academy Live.
Ripping and tearing
And we're
the
still
face
in the middle of
her
the first
opponent.
match of the day.
Face gouge.
No winner yet. Skywolf versus Damage
So she
Control.
tags in.
It's a traditional 6-Vixen tag team matchup. It's been a hell of a match so far, not to mention. But not getting the broadcast booth portion working is really disturbing. It is annoying as hell.
Sounds like some troubleshooting.
Knew what was coming there. Oh,
The party I'm actually in, aside from the TWA broadcast booth, is called the Archer versus Party.
severely injured. Had to tap.
Open invite only.
Six-man tag match.
But it won't. Let me see here.
These ladies put on quite a show. Here's another gander.
Oh, we finally got a winner. And I believe that the Wolfpack gals are not going to be
Here are your winners.
overly happy that
Bailey and
Damage Control has also beaten the Wolfpack gals recently too, and now they just defeated Skywolf. So, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Tona setting match of the evening, the 6-Vixen traditional tag team matchup, Bailey, Io Sky, and Dakota Kai. They are Damage Control, and they picked up the big W. I mean, Damage Control's been picking up a lot of wins lately. All right, we'll move on to the next match. Next match is a 6-Vixen tag team Hell in a Cell matchup. And this is going to be a good one. It is the Wolfpack Gals, the Anomaly Tia
unexpected.
Stevens, She-Fiend, and the Viking Rose Brewer taking on the Bullies, Ronda Rousey. We have Sonya Deville and Shayna Baszler. That is next. While I'm still trying to figure out why the broadcast booth doesn't work right.
Well, unfortunately, I couldn't be here long, Archer, but do wish me luck.
Go,
Because,
why? What's going on?
I'm here until 10 o'clock tonight, and I gotta be back here at 6 in the morning.
Oh, that sucks. That is ghastly.
You know my pain. Are these the boosted version of the Bullies, I wonder?
Sorry, say that again?
Are these the maxed out versions?
They've been boosted, yeah.
Awesome. Oh, I have a fighting chance.
You definitely have a fighting chance. This is super weird. I can join my own party. Alright, hold on. Where is Sir Jack? Hey, I just sent Jack an invite. Let's see what happens. Let's see if he gets it. Jack, I sent you an invite to the party I'm actually... There you are. And now we can hear Jack. Woohoo! But you see what I mean? How this one just says the Archer versus Party, and I have no idea why.
I see how I hear you twice.
Yeah, I know. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that.
You gotta love it.
I'm gonna have to figure it out and see where I went wrong. Because I'm sure I just opened the TWA broadcast booth, but for some reason it opened a brand new party called the Archer versus Party. So I'm lost there. I'll have to maybe you're right. Maybe I got to create a new one after the update or something.
Yeah.
As odd as it is, yeah. So what do you think of Dolph Ziggler and Emma and a whole slew of people? Mustafa Ali. It's funny because Mustafa Ali was supposed to be at No Mercy.
I didn't have DMG
now they're obviously going to have to change that match.
Good thing we're not betting lap.
Oh, indeed.
You know?
I mean, like I said, Dolph Ziggler, I've been, lobbying for him anyway. I was like, okay, he was a world champion and stuff with AJ Lee and all that, so, that was fun. A good moment in his career. So I was like, him and Seth Rollins, like they could have really put on like a great match. They just utilized Dolph, and then you have Emma. I mean, there wasn't too much that they was doing with her anyway, but I mean,
yeah,
it does look she still lost her job. Shelton Benjamin, that was another one. Like, you could have put him part of this new Hurt business or something like that, because him and Cedric Alexander literally, could have been a great, just they could have fit in their faction.
Yeah, they could have. Yep. So we were actually talking about Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits. I think they should be called Almighty Prophets. They should rename themselves.
I mean, I'm just trying to wait and see. I have seen, some kind of speculation of possibly, Jade Cargill, if she does come to WWE per se, her possibly joining.
The following contest is a 6-woman tag team Hell in a Cell match. On the way to the ring, the Wolfpack.
Gentlemen, this has all the makings of an all-time classic match.
Froggy says, "Yeah, I didn't have Damage Control winning. Good thing we're not betting." Yeah, we don't have that ability at the moment. I mean, if I was to do a poll even, I would have to literally post them all right on the YouTube page, but I'd like to... I've seen people do polls right in the chat room, so I want to be able to do that eventually. I think, not sure what I have to unlock next to have that ability, but I have seen it done, though. So eventually we will have the option to at least do that. It won't be like a prediction where you get to spend points or anything. It'll simply be a poll-style betting line, but yeah, we will get there. We will get there. What about Shanky, Madcap Moss? What do you think of those guys getting released?
Honestly, I didn't even have any idea that they were released. Like I said, I've seen a handful of them.
And their opponents, Ronda Rousey, Sonya Deville, and Shayna Baszler, the Bully.
So many memorable passes in the history of sports entertainment, and DXV and his group could very well join that Mount Rushmore. The blonde said, I can't remake
I
you.
really think, and actually made him a serious character. I think it was more they could have did. I mean, you seen Jinder Mahal a few years ago.
New release is gonna be on AEW within a month.
Freaking world title. I think it was the World Order versus one or the other. But he won the title, and it was like, didn't see that coming.
Yeah. So here's here's the updated list, and they've actually added 2 since we last read it, because we did leave off at Daniel MacArthur. But so in addition to Ali and others, so we have Quincy Elliott, Bryson Montana, Dana Brooke, Mansoor, Mace, Dabakato, Shanky, Yulisa Leon, Daniel MacArthur, Kevin Ventura Cortez, and Alexis Gray have all been released from NXT.
Oh, okay, NXT. Yeah, I was thinking, I was like, I really didn't know half the names, but I would say Dana Brooke is kind of surprising. I mean, probably didn't really come out of shocker, but come to the point she survived this long through all the other, firings they had in layoffs. Because it seemed like, no matter what, even though they wasn't doing anything with her, they was going to keep her.
Right.
But I do see what Frog said about them going to AEW. I mean, I do think some of them will, but I still think some of them should possibly go to Impact because
Then it is great.
we all know how
Just with another
AEW
misuse.
usually works.
Right, yeah.
You just come in,
Garner some hype.
get your pop or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're done.
Get your title, and then you're sitting in catering.
Yep. They ride the pine. I know, exactly. And by the way, here's the... wait a minute. Limeson is eating pizza. What kind of pizza are you eating? And how dare you make me hungry? We should kick him out. We should ban him. So here's the main roster releases. We have Mustafa Ali, Emma, Rick Boogs, Aaliyah, Elias, Riddick Moss, Top Dollar, Shelton Benjamin, and Dolph Ziggler.
So,
well scattered reversal there.
Yeah, they did, yeah.
So they just brought them back not too long ago, so you wouldn't think that they would sign them to a contract and then, already be released. Mustafa Ali, I think he asked for his release anyway about a year ago, so he was already, I guess ready to go.
Right, yeah.
Top Dollar being there, that was kind of funny from a name perspective.
Yeah, Leah was actually surprising because, she never really had a start, but it's like as soon as they brought her up, she was already getting somewhat kind of push, and then she just vanished.
Yeah, she did. Yep. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It seems like at times WWE's on the right path, and then other times you sit back and look at what's going on and think, oh, what the fuck, where'd they go wrong?
The only reason I wouldn't sweat it too much, even though the roster got, but they're bound to be somewhere else in, who knows, 30 days, 90 days.
They could be back, yeah. I mean, some of them. I think Ziggler will be back eventually, for sure. Pepperoni and barbecue chicken. Interesting, the combination. Yeah.
Another shocker as well.
He's bottom dollar now.
Rocca says, Top Dollar being let go is kind of funny from a name perspective, and then Stripe says, he is bottom dollar now. They, Riddick Moss doesn't surprise me. I was never all that intrigued by him to begin with, so doesn't surprise me that he got let go. Not really. Anyways.
Yeah, I read something where it's like husband or whatever is next. So I did read that, but I didn't see what actually happened.
Well, she went too, so.
See the post where Emma was, she had just posted Elimination Chamber because I think it was supposed to be in Australia this year.
It was, yeah.
2024. And, she was like, can't wait for this moment or something like that. And next thing you know, she just retweeted and was like, oops, never mind, I've been let go.
Yeah. Yeah, well, at least they got let go together, I guess. Strife had said Dana is great, just another misuse. Yeah, well, that's what we were talking about earlier. Dana Brooke came back and then just disappeared. Faded off into the shadows. It was weird.
She would have had a better chance. Kind of like with Finn Balor when he started falling off on the main roster and stuff a few years ago. He sent him back to NXT. He rebuilt himself. He was back.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, what do you think about Aaliyah?
That's what we just hitting on when I was saying. It's just like, when she was in NXT, it was like all fine and dandy. Then she came up to the main roster, and we all thought, like, okay, she's about to get this kind of push because I forgot how many seconds she beat or who she beat at that time, but it was just so quick and everything. And her matches and stuff, she was winning. So he was like, okay, they want to make something out of this, women's wrestler.
Yeah.
But yeah, her just bashing him
like Dana Brooke.
Yeah, and the thing was, I believe they said Aaliyah was actually, like, she used to be recovering from an injury, actually, and she got hurt.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of sucks. I actually like Aaliyah, I'll be honest. Now, what about Shelton Benjamin? I would have kept Shelton Benjamin.
They could have did, I want to say, 3 different things with him.
Why not? Yeah. I mean, he's a workhorse.
Also, I saw the fashion rules that are happening after this match between Ryan and DJ's faction all around.
We enjoyed that. Then they ended it. And then a tease bringing it back. And it, it never happened.
Yeah.
Or Mia Yim, they could have, because they're actually best friends.
They are, yeah.
Made a mixed tag team or something like that. At least it was entertaining.
Shark and Enchanted in a tag team would have been amazing.
To the golden standard. And, he just comes back in, wins the Intercontinental title, United States title. Just give him that boost, that confidence, to actually rebuild that star since people actually, wanted to see Shelton and everything like that.
Well, that's one way to leave the ring, I suppose.
With the hurt business and everything. I mean, you see
first with a waistline takedown.
Yeah. And then Rick Boogs. What about Rick Boogs?
I'm sleepy all over.
I mean, I'll be honest. I got no problem with them getting rid of Rick Boogs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I was like, let me.
Now,
I really can't, say anything because there was nothing more important.
no, not at all. Not in anything he's done so far. I mean, he got a few pops from the crowd here and there for things he was doing, but I mean, he was not going anywhere. He was never in any danger of even winning the United States Championship or anything. So, I mean, I think it's best to let somebody like him go, see if he can hone his craft elsewhere and do something different with himself, maybe come back. He's got the look, but and he's not a terrible in-ring performer, but just I don't get his gimmick. No, not at all. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all. The winner of the 6 Vixen Tag Team Hell in a Cell match from Team Tiliana Pierce and Team Glenola. Team Distinct Cone is Glenola's faction. I always want to, give him credit for more than he should have. I don't know why I do that. That's why his head swells. But Team Distinct Cone, it is the Viking Rose Brewer, the Anomaly, Tia Stevens, and She-Fiend. The Wolfpack Gals pick up the big W. Congratulations to Tiliana Pierce and Distinct Cone. Big win over the Bullies for the Wolfpack Gals.
I actually agree with that. Shelton and Chad Gable being a tag team, that would have been nice.
It'd be better than seeing him tag team with Otis. I've never enjoyed his pairing with Otis at all at any given point. So I liked Otis best when he was part of Heavy Machinery, I'll be honest. Just give me one moment. My daughter's calling me, so I'll be right back. If you want to discuss anything further about releases, I'll be right back.
Highly recommends that you venture over, enjoy the content of and smash the fall. Good job, Wolfpack. My character is mistaken for you a lot.
I mean, let's be honest. He could hit that play button before he walked away.
Look at the team. Team NWO.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. She actually didn't even mean to call me, but when she calls, I gotta answer, see what's going on. She is the mini she. But false alarm, false flag. How dare she? Anyways, next match of the evening. It is the newest faction on the block, taking on the NWO.
And Brock versus
it is the
Mark
War
Carpet.
Raiders. Brock Lesnar, Bobby Lashley, DJ Snow, and of course, Escanor taking on the Immortal Hollywood Hulk Hogan, Six, Mr. Perfect, and of course, last but not least, it is Scott Hall, Mr. Machismo. NWO versus the War Raiders is next. What do you guys think? Who's winning this matchup? 8-man tag to brag elimination style matchup. Who's winning it? Who's taking home the big W? Who is taking home the big W? And did I lose Jack, or is he just on a break? Oh, there you are. Okay. I wasn't sure if you were still here. Man, what do you think, Jack? The War Raiders or the NWO? Who takes this?
Oh, it's going to be the NWO.
You think the NWO is going to take it?
Oh, most definitely.
All right. And what about you, chat? Who do you guys think is winning this matchup? Lionson says, banger of a match. You damn straight it is. Jack says, Team NWO. My character is mistaken for you a lot. Briar Rose is in action tonight. Wait until you guys see the main event. It is going to be badassery. We're having ourselves a 10 Vixen gauntlet style rumble match to end the evening. It's going to be a phenomenal matchup. And we've got some of the very best Vixen villains in TWA entered into that gauntlet style rumble match. Stripe says elimination or single pin. This is a tag to brag matchup. So it is elimination style. Froggy says, I think Six betrays NWO and joins the other faction. I mean, if that happens, that'll be interesting. And to be honest, I don't know what to say if it does. I mean, funnier and stranger things have happened. I always say expect the unexpected around here. All right, let's find out. Here we go. It is the War Raiders versus the NWO. Let's go. All right. I got to be honest, that Six Vixen tag team Hell in a Cell matchup didn't last nearly as long as I thought it would. I actually think the first matchup was longer. But man, I was watching and the Wolfpack gals dominated the Bullies. That surprised me a little. I mean, they didn't dominate them the whole match, but enough that it was like, whoa, what's going on in there? The Bullies did not seem themselves tonight. If you're not 100%, being in the ring with the Wolfpack gals is not where you want to be. Just saying. Stripe says the Escanor Snow Beast connection. They are the War Raiders.
A group set on dominance here in WWE. Every brand, every division,
all right.
they plan on standing atop
Monstrous beings, except for DJ. He's the smallest of the faction. But we know when it comes to DJ Snow, size does not matter. He is a beast in his own right. He's a beast in his own right. All right, let's see what else is going on in the dirt sheets, if anything. I know it looks like Becky Lynch boosted WWE NXT viewership above 800,000 for the second week in a row. Let's see what that's about. RingsideNews.com, Steve Carrier. So it says WWE NXT continues to capture the attention of wrestling fans, and recent viewership numbers indicate a resurgence of the brand. According to reports from WrestleNomics, WWE NXT maintained a strong audience with 824,000 viewers tuning in. This marks a notable achievement for NXT, as it hasn't seen viewership figures like this since about 2021. While there was a slight 3% drop compared to the previous week's 850,000 viewers, NXT remains in healthy viewership range. The show also attracted 316,000 viewers in the coveted 18 to 49 demographic, which despite being a 6% decrease from the previous week is still a significant viewership segment. One of the highlights of the recent episode was the champion versus champion match between NXT champion Carmelo Hayes and NXT North American champion Dominic Mysterio. This match, which ended in a no contest due to Ilya Dragunov interference, saw a peak viewership of 912,000 viewers. It's also worth noting that NXT hasn't consistently reached such high viewership figures since its early days when it competed head-to-head with AEW Dynamite on Wednesday nights. Recent episodes of NXT have seen a boost in ratings, partly attributed to the man Becky Lynch, who became the NXT Women's Champion last week in one of the highest-rated episodes in years. Despite variations in viewership, NXT appears to be in a resurgence phase, and it will be interesting to see if it can maintain and build upon this momentum in the weeks to come. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think of the resurgence, or the so far claimed resurgence in NXT viewership? Jack, what do you have to say about that?
I just think, you look at the other companies, either way it goes, like they're starting to lose interest because, WWE will always be the juggernaut, really, for pro wrestling, no matter how you look at it.
Oh, yeah.
Want to change
An elimination tag team match presents a different challenge than these teams are probably used to.
Start bringing in
this calls for a slightly more conservative
storylines
strategy.
that you
Your
can
teammate might not always be
give
there
more
to bail
characters
you
actual
out
meanings
if
and
you
everything.
get into
Now,
trouble.
of course,
That means each individual has to be ready to pick up the ball and win the match by themselves.
But,
Tagging his partner in now.
But, still, it's something interesting. People find interesting, like, okay, she just came NXT champion and stuff like that. So do you want to see him in the
Brock Lesnar has been eliminated.
I don't know what the hell just happened, but Brock Lesnar somehow got eliminated. Did anybody see what happened there? An elimination already in the matchup, and it was Brock Lesnar of all people.
Resiliency from 6 to just
the war with Brock Lesnar isn't a team player. Should have went with Roman Reigns. But man, we are down a man already, and it happens to be Brock Lesnar. Interesting.
brutal stomp to the body.
That's crazy. I know, right? Brock, really? Like, what the hell? But did anybody see what happened? It was a submission?
To know if it was tap or KO. Submission or chokeout.
I did not expect that either way. Submission, TKO, doesn't matter what happened there. That was crazy. Wow, Bobby Lashley's gone. What the hell?
The number to win a YTD championship match is 0.
NWO doing a very good job of tagging in and out, keeping themselves fresh. Here comes Escanor. Oh, Hogan grabs a hold of Escanor. And over the top. Oh, he landed on the steel steps, I think. That had to hurt. Oh, DJ Snow is gone. We're down to Bobby Lashley versus the entire NWO. What in the hell is happening right now?
Bro, WTF.
That is crazy.
Elbow drop. Piercing.
Expect the unexpected, they say, Sir Jack.
What are some tactics you'd use?
What do you think of the War Raiders getting cleaned out by the NWO like
I'd
this?
stash some kendo sticks beforehand. Maybe have a buddy waiting to give you a much-needed hand. Maybe throw Saxton like a fastball special. That could be even no disqualification match.
That's true. They are
the sky is the limit.
You mean Escanor.
Brock isn't a team player, so he doesn't care.
Sit straight into the barricade.
Yeah, they definitely are a brand new faction, and they are against an established faction. So that, so far, War Raiders definitely haven't worked well as a unit. So there's that. NWO, they get in, they get the job done, they tag out, they stay fresh. They're working like a well-oiled machine. Where the War Raiders, I don't think. They're huge presences in their own right, but they just didn't seem to know what to do in this setting. NWO ate all the steroids before coming out.
We might have his sights set on putting things to rest here.
We do not give immediate rematches, Lionson. You either win or you lose. That's how it works. Whether or not it happens quickly or long term, that is simply up to the teams.
Wow. Jack.
It is the nature of the beast that is the tag to brag elimination matches. Don't forget the vitamins and the prayers.
Searching for something. Oh my goodness.
They're going to need, Escanor right now needs all the vitamins and prayers.
Very painful.
And now he's just going after all of them. He's like, if I'm going down, I'm going down fighting. You're all getting your asses beat before you take me out. Here comes Hogan with a fucking sledgehammer. Oh! Nails Escanor right in the midsection. Big spear to Hogan by Escanor.
That's gotta be it. He keeps his team in the match.
Man, Escanor's got both Six and Mr. Perfect wobbling. But Scott Hall threw a monkey wrench into his plan.
For anyone else, now that he has the sledgehammer in hand.
360 ladders finish.
So it is Escanor versus the NWO. That is what we're left with here. Unless Bobby Lashley's on the other side of the ring. I thought it was just Bobby Lashley in there. That wasn't the case at all. But I think Bobby's out. I was paying attention to chat for a bit, so I didn't see what happened to Bobby Lashley, but...
And gets tossed back into the match.
I'm just thinking about what if he eliminated the entire NWO by himself.
That would be something. That would definitely be something. Well, he's already had Mr. Perfect and Six Rocked. Hogan's been at it for a while. Scott Hall's probably the freshest of the bunch. But if he can make a comeback and keep the tides mounted in his direction. Oh, big right hands to the midsection and a big hook to the head. A spear out of nowhere. Hogan breaking up the pinfall. I think at this point, if I was Escanor, I'd be trying to rip a limb off and submit them, or maybe try to knock them out somehow. Just to try and avoid all the interference from the NWO, which you know they're going to continue with. Escanor's in trouble here. He's going for a ride. No, out the back door goes Escanor. Look at that. Wow. Oh, look at this. Huge power slam. And Scott Hall is gone. Escanor eliminates Scott Hall. But he gets Hollywood Hogan, and Hogan has had the upper hand on Escanor since Escanor stepped into the ring, Jack.
He eliminated somebody.
He did at least somebody, yep. Oh, he kicked out. Only a 2 count for Hogan.
No way. No way. I refuse to believe that wasn't 3.
Stripe says he needs the sun.
That's something, lad.
Somebody open up the roof. Oh, look at this. Off. Oh, big springboard lariat. Just as Six was going to attack him with the sledgehammer. Nice double underhook suplex.
Might be able to get one big move, and that's it for him.
I mean, now you got me thinking that Escanor might somehow pull this shit off. Oh, X Factor. That's gonna hurt his chances right there, is what that's gonna do. Oh, good. Nice retaliation. Big spear in the corner. He cannot let the NWO work as a team. If he wants to have any... Oh! Now he's going after the rest of them. Big heavy right hands to Hogan and Mr. Perfect. Kind of a bad time to be showboating, but... Six is out of there. In comes Mr. Perfect.
Now he's been forced to take a breather. That last sequence.
Here comes Mr. Perfect. Nice duck under by Escanor. Beautiful evasion. Goes right after Perfect. Oh! Spears him right off his feet off the ropes. But Hogan very quickly breaking up. That's what I mean. He can't give them the opportunity to do that. He knows that's going to happen. He needs to pull out some submissions. Knock them out. TKO them somehow. I don't know. Use the ladder. Use the sledgehammer. Do something. Another double underhook suplex by Escanor. And here we go. He's got the sledge. Mr. Perfect coming back into the ring. And he gets speared off his feet, and he is gone. Mr. Perfect has been eliminated. He's going right after Hogan. 6 and 6 is still face first on the canvas. Oh, look at this. Yo! He's got a wing clipper slap down here, but 6 tried to break it up. Did not matter. Escanor said, fuck you, I'm not letting go, but he did that time. He's got a sledge, though. He's got a sledge, though. That makes a difference, you know? Nobody wants to get hit in the head with a sledge. Oh, look at this. Hell's Gate. Hell's Gate locked in. Hogan's fighting it, though.
I don't think they're getting out of Hell's Gate. Think again, Corey.
And Hogan is free. Damage might have been done, though. You never. Oh, fuck. Oh, he got nuttered. Man got nuttered. Hogan with a low blow to Escanor. Uh-oh. Escanor in trouble. Big leg drop. Oh, that is it. That is all. Hogan lands the big leg drop. The winners of the match.
Here are your winners.
The NWO. Hollywood Hulk Hogan, 6. Mr. Perfect and Scott Hall pick up the big W. Wow.
Well, it was a great match either way.
Hey, Escanor managed to eliminate 2 people.
Okay, Escanor
Right?
fucking
He
showed
managed
up
to eliminate 2 people.
I can't
Now
imagine.
so he needs to get back to the locker room and get into a meeting with Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar and say, listen, guys, we got to do better than that. They got to get back to the drawing board because that was terrible. A terrible first outing for the War Raiders. But, as Lionson said, Escanor was a one-man wrecking crew tonight. Took out 2 members of the NWO, but at the end of the day, the numbers game, too great for even Escanor in a situation like that. So, all right, on to the next match. Here we go. Occult taking on the Judgment Day. And, of course, Xia Li in the corner for Braun Strowman and Ricochet. In the corner for Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio, it is none other than Rhea Ripley. That is the next match of the night. I'm just trying to remember if this is a traditional match. I believe this is an elimination-style matchup. But I'm not 100% sure. I actually think it... No, it is not. It is a traditional match. This is a traditional 2 versus 2 matchup between the Judgment Day and Occult, consisting of Xia Li, Braun Strowman, and Ricochet. All right. Stripe says, pretty sure that makes Escanor party leader. I would say so. I would definitely say so. Everybody else got starched. Occult versus Judgment Day. All right. Hans Archer, my wallet. That's right. I will take your money. I will definitely take your money. All right, here we go. Occult versus Judgment Day is next. Let's rock and roll. All right, so I am going to take a mini hiatus sack. I just have to grab myself a beverage. I am a little bit empty on the liquid that quenches thirst side, so I'm going to remedy that. If you guys got any questions for Jack or you want to tell some jokes, we can read them live in the chat room. But I'll be right back. Just going to grab myself a beverage. I shouldn't be too long. I hope to be back before the entrances are finished, actually. So be right back.
On the way to the ring, accompanied by Xia Li at a combined weight of 575 pounds. Ricochet and Braun Strowman, the Order.
A matchup like this, it's one that the locker room has wanted to see. It's one that the WWE Universe has wanted to see. It's one that I've been waiting to see, and it's about to go down.
opponents, accompanied by Rhea Ripley at a combined weight of 390 pounds, Finn Balor and the Superstar, the Judgment Day.
The tag team division here has never been more competitive. Every team needs to deliver an emphatic message each week.
I am doing something, emoji eyes. Strive should enter the broadcast. Roll that scares us all, Jack.
Some good old-fashioned tag team action here.
There's such a distinct attribute that makes a tag team
Thank you, Archer.
Takedown. Looking for the crossface. It's cinched in.
See
This could be
rolling
over.
42 help it. Emoji rolling on the floor laughing. Emoji rolling on the floor laughing. Emoji skull and crossbones. Emoji skull and crossbones.
Great drop kick. You have solidified your name as a top athlete when you're able to pull off that move. Draped over the top rope. Death Valley bomb. He turns it around. Gets the tag. Tilt-a-whirl. Tilt-a-whirl. Arm drag. Raw drop kick. Uh-oh, this is just vicious. No, no, that'll break his arm. Vicious.
Surprised we haven't seen the J-Link.
Uh-oh. Answering back. Fails to connect on the springboard. Face first with a waistlock takedown. Ooh.
He has been here, he has at work.
Reaches his partner for the tag.
Oh, this is gonna hurt. Stop right to the gut. Here he goes for the win. Can he close it out?
Systematic attack on that arm. Able to evade.
I have returned. Apparently those teams made it to the ring a lot faster than I had anticipated. I wasn't even gone that long. One thing I did notice, it was nice to hear the theme music coming across the broadcast.
It's hard to believe, but it looks like he still has some gas.
Jack is doing something, but what is it you're doing, Jack?
Things not looking great for
Can you prove he's at work? No. No, I cannot prove he's at work. You do make a valid point. He could be feeding us a facade, some propaganda, lying, if you will. But yeah, no, I can't prove he's at work.
He's been placed in the corner now. Wicked clothesline.
All right. So I don't think there's a whole lot of really additional interesting news in the dirt sheets. I mean, we covered quite a bit last night, and there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of new interesting news and rumors today, other than things we've already discussed. So I think we'll just skip ahead and work on our list. And again, the list is from the Sportster.com, and it is the 10 worst WWE wrestlers who were still very successful. So these wrestlers managed to have, and it's by Matthew Wilkinson, by the way, is the person that published the article. So these wrestlers managed to have successful WWE careers, proving that even those who aren't the most skilled performers in the ring can succeed. So typically any wrestler that makes it to WWE is a talented worker and someone who has got some form of redeeming factor. Whether it be their in-ring qualities, star power from a different job, or being a fantastic talker. That is one of the reasons why the company has been so successful, as the wrestling quality is high and the entertainment value is similar. However, there's been some poor wrestlers that have slipped through the cracks and weren't particularly talented overall. Despite that, they still managed to have very successful careers, showcasing the fact that even those who aren't the most skilled performers can enjoy great spells with the company. So number 10 on this list, and I'm sure nobody's going to be surprised the fact that he's on the list to begin with. What boggles my mind, now it doesn't say it's a ranked list, it's just a list, so there's that. But number 10 is the Great Khali. So the Great Khali is a former world champion and a WWE Hall of Famer. And there is no denying that he had a successful career, even though he was brought out for comedic purposes at times toward the end of his career. When he initially joined WWE, he was pushed as a top star with a monster push where he dominated everyone he faced, including major names such as The Undertaker and Triple H. However, inside the ring, his matches were fairly flat and unenjoyable for the most part. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. What do you guys? What's your opinions on the Great Khali? What's your opinions on the Great Khali? If you have one, of course. I'm actually going to go ahead and ignore the fact you're going to hear two of me. Or potentially. I'm going to invite some more people to the broadcast and see who we get. If anybody. People could be busy. You never know. I'm trying to find Strife. Strife, do I have you? I don't even know if I do or don't. I'm looking right now.
I created a promo incentive to give
I can't find.
And Brock a prep tool.
You know what? I'll invite Infinite Only though, just in case he wants to join during a break.
Teach me to do the splits.
He's probably wrapping up. I think he said he works till 10.
Well, depends on what you think I have.
It's funny, I actually thought I had Strife. But apparently I do not. But I did invite some folks. We'll see what happens with that.
We're at a stage where someone's going to have to shift it into another gear.
We shall see what happens with that.
Firm control.
Alright, so Jack, I invited 4 other people.
Yeah, they stuck it out through this match, but it wouldn't hurt to go for the tag.
Now, one of them, of course, is Infinite Oni. As I said, he's at work until 10 p.m. And then he has to be back to work for 6 a.m. That's fucking crazy, by the way. That's not even legal here. They wouldn't be able to do that to him here. That's all. I mean, what he finishes, that's only 8 hours between shifts, so that's not a legal thing here in Canada. Froggy Frog Splash Dominant. Nice. Well, depends on what you quan by having a show me the quan. Of course, he meant to say mean. Well, by having us, or by having you, we mean join the broadcast, right? But I don't seem to see you on the list of people that I can invite, which means you have not added me to the PSN network. At least not that I can see. At least not that I can see. Lionson said, I created a promo and sent it to give DJ, Bobby, and Brock a prep talk. Well, they need... I think you meant pep talk. You meant pep talk, right? Not prep talk? I mean, they got starts. You don't want to get preppy with them. Next thing you know, they'll be coming out with glasses and sweaters tied around their neck. We can't have that. Keep looking for us. What is your name on PlayStation? Keep looking for us. And, by the way, you still haven't answered my question. What do you guys think of the Great Khali? By the way, Jack, I know you're still here. You cannot hide. How dare you try to hide?
Yeah, we did. We said A.
Yeah, we did. We said A. A prep talk. They got schooled. Nice. Nice, Froggy.
I enjoyed Khali's career.
Froggy said, I enjoyed Khali's career. He was great in Get Smart. I mean, was he? I mean, he was also in The Longest Yard with Stone Cold Steve Austin and others. I never liked the Big Khali, I gotta be honest. Wyatt says, yeah, pep talk. Yes, my grammar right now is atrocious. We can see that. We can definitely see that. All right, so, but yeah, does anybody else have an opinion on the Great Khali? And do you think he belongs on the list? PSN name, Variants of Strife, never existed. Now, did you add the Archiverse? Like, if I go on the PlayStation app, are you going to be there? All right, hold on. I am looking.
Yeah, this is a dire situation right now. Wow, what a pump kick. It's been a hardship for these superstars to get to this point. I think these fans are driving them to claw that extra inch. You can sense the
the new jackpot number for a chance to win a channel redemption of your choices.
I'm looking through the list, but I still don't see you.
The championship matches 0. The YTD championship match.
But I am looking. Again. I should ban you for that alone. I mean, if we were on Twitch right now and not over at the Shark Tank, I would ban your ass.
Kick to the back. Finn Balor hooks his man. 16. Ricochet felt that one big time. He keeps his team in the match.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not seeing.
Going up top. Here it comes.
Yeah, no, I don't see on here.
Balor could take this one. Cover. 2.
Now. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all. The winner of the tag team matchup, Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio, the Judgment Day, pick up the big W over the newly formed Occult. Braun Strowman, Ricochet, and of course Xia Li.
Here are your winners.
Big W for the Judgment Day. All right. Well, I can't say I'm overly surprised with that one. I mean, much like we discussed when it concerned the War Raiders, sometimes when a tag team or a faction first unites, they don't work so well together, right? They're not used to the tag team setting. They're not used to the faction setting. And they're against a stable that has already been very successful, knows how to work like a well-oiled machine. So it is what it is. But the Judgment Day with a big W. Well, let's move on to the next match of the evening. I'm kind of waiting to see if Strife adds the Archiverse to the PlayStation Network. But yeah, Strife, I didn't see on my list. I looked all over the place. Twice. You're so nice. I looked twice. I don't mean that. I want to hurt you. I want to ban you. And I don't see any requests, so nobody's tried to add me. Let's see if I can find variants, maybe. I think Strife is fucking with us, Jack. I don't think I have him, and I don't think he tried to add us. But I am looking. In the meantime, the next match of the evening is an Extreme Rules Tag Team matchup between the Coalition and the Brothers of Destruction. The Undertaker and Kane taking on Sir Jack the Greatest, JC. Former multiple-time champion and his partner in crime, the Gooner Luke Bomber from Team Luke the Gooner 94. Let's go! What do you guys think? The Brothers of Destruction or the Coalition? Who do you guys got for this one? I can still hear Jack touching himself.
Coalition.
I'm just trying to see exactly how he worded his name. He's got underscores in there. He's being a sneaky little bastard. Variants variants have never existed. Variants of never existed. That's not what I was looking for. Alright, hold on. Variants of never existed. Good Lord, there's a lot of people with the name variants. Strife, I hate you. I still don't see it on here, though. I see it never existed. Although I don't have a capital V, maybe it has to be specific.
Bobby Lashley and EJ Snow all got eliminated within 2 minutes of the match starting.
And yet still no variants have never existed. I really hate you right now. Okay, so Strife, try this. Add the Archerverse to your PSN. I will accept the request, and I will simply add you from there. Jack, I think you should nutter Strife. Somebody should nutter Strife. Froggy, nutter Strife. I would appreciate that. Alright, anyways. Here we go, next match of the afternoon, or evening, nighttime, first thing in the morning. I don't even know where you are. It could be any time of day. It matters not. It's time to get the show on the go. Coalition versus Brothers of Destruction. Let's go.
Christian Bale knows no boundaries, folks. It has absolutely hard nails. Variants have never existed with the nut. Going to be singing soprano for a while after that one.
The following contest.
That's what we get for that prank. That is ghastly.
And at a combined weight of 400.
All right, so let's move on the list. Again, Khali was number 10. And if you guys have any opinions on the Great Khali, feel free to sound off in the chat, and I'll check it out after the next installment. Let's see here. Okay, number 9. Jinder Mahal. Actually, hold on. I got to take care of... I do not want to listen to myself twice. I can hear myself on the broadcast. I can hear myself in my ear. It is ghastly. It cannot happen. All right. There we go. If variants ever finds some testicular fortitude, like Sir Jack the Greatest, who hit puberty and his testicles dropped. He's live, although he's hiding.
And at a combined weight of
he is on the broadcast.
632 pounds.
I just thought I'd point that out.
And the Undertaker.
Yeah, so number 9 is Jinder Mahal. So much like the great Khali, Jinder Mahal has had a mixture of opportunities working at both the top and the bottom of the card. However, he has certainly enjoyed a successful career over the years. Even when he was a member of 3MB, Mahal was given plenty of television time, which is a good thing for any member of the roster. However, Mahal's big success came via the fact he had a lengthy run as WWE champion. People have mixed opinions on this, but there's no denying he is one of the weaker wrestlers to hit this achievement. So I don't necessarily disagree with that, but I'll also say Jinder Mahal's championship title run was actually probably my favorite part of his career.
So we can talk right now.
In my opinion. Thank you, Froggy. Appreciate that. Somebody finally nuttered variants. Well, Frogs just put them in my throat with that kick, so now we can't talk right now. Well, you can't talk at all because you didn't send the Archiver's TV a request to be included in the broadcast booth. I'm still waiting. It's like waiting for Santa Claus. But anyways, yeah, Jinder Mahal's title run was my favorite part of his career. I thought during that whole time period when he was gone full-blown heel and holding the WWE title, I thought he did a great job. You know? Now, I don't know. I'm not a Jinder Mahal fan. I don't hate the guy. And again, I think his WWE title run was intriguing, but other than that...
There's always one type of match in the WWE that is...
Oh, you're on Xbox Live. Well, you can always download the PlayStation app, Strife. You can always download the PlayStation app. My wife is calling me rude for some reason. Oh, my wife wants me to call. Jack, are you here? Or are you still touching yourself? Anyways, I'll continue with the list as soon as I'm finished. I'm going to give my wife a call. She wants me to call, so I'll be right back.
Given the no disqualification modifier on this match, Corey, what kind of tactics should you expect to see here?
Ruthless tactics, Cole. Now's the time for these superstars to unleash their pent-up aggression and be as violent as they want. There's nothing the ref can do about it, so they should go all out.
Goodness. Big clothesline. And there's the save. Into the corner now. Wrist lock applied. Oh, man, look at this power. And he has free reign to the outside with no countouts to worry about. He catches Kane with a counter. Oh, the elbow drop. Knee crusher. And again. Ruthless. Does he have him here? He breaks the ref's count after one. Wow. Uh-oh. And then... bear hug, squeezing the breath out of him. He's got to look. Oh, the bear hug. And a way to get out of it is being on display right here.
Saw it coming and slowed it down with the back elbow.
Kane in defensive mode here. Oh, big boot. Leg drop. They are feeding off the WWE fans, now pinning the arm down, and
Goodness gracious.
uncorks another one. Able to counter. Oh, that hurt right to the kidney.
Golly. Big time clothesline. Good grief.
Neckbreaker. The springboard attack fails to land. Oh, an inverted DDT.
The devil's favorite demon with the devil's favorite sidewalk slam.
It could be over here.
This is it.
Oh, he powered out at two. I can't believe it. jaw. That attack looks to have stifled Kane.
Yeah, the physical price.
What's going to happen to Kane here? Oh, the old taste of pain.
Could Kane rise back up?
There's two. Amazing.
And now's when things are real scary. Like Haddonfield's finest, Kane just keeps coming back again and again.
Hey, it might be time for a change of strategy. His best move didn't get the job done. Thrown back in under the ropes.
Cave in.
Oh, unbelievable. Kane gets out of the way.
And he's taking this to the outside now.
Oof, that can knock you out.
Ooh, that hurt right to the kidney.
Golly. He needs to be prepared. And guys, that just made Undertaker look a bit more mortal as blood starts to stream down his face.
Everyone get out of the way. These two are abandoning all restraints.
Face first off the knee.
Uh-oh, look out.
Tiger suplex. And he gets delivered back into the ring.
A well-timed dodge.
Oh, heinous knee to the face.
Foot to the lower back.
Rapid fire stops to the back. You have to think these competitors expected this to be a difficult challenge.
Even so, at this stage, things just get more and more dangerous. The Undertaker scoops him up.
What impact! Right, he's going to the pin. This could be it. Into the pay window. Digging down deep and staying alive.
How is that not 3?
Oh, my God. Hell's Gate.
Hell's Gate is locked in.
The submit that man wins. Great power.
Inverted suplex.
Oh, this is just...
And they score the win. What a tag match.
These gentlemen get after it. Here are the highlights.
All right, I have returned, and ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all. The winner of the matchup, the Brothers of Destruction with the big W over the Coalition. But what a battle. That was a back-and-forth brutal contest between the Coalition and the Brothers of Destruction. But near the end of the matchup, though, I got to admit, the Brothers of Destruction kind of dominated to finish off the matchup. But other than that, great matchup between the Brothers of Destruction and the Coalition, I think, overall. Sir Jack is still hiding. I apologize to everybody who he's let down tonight by not listening to your comments and talking with the community. I don't know if he's under his bed in a closet or what he's up to, but Strife says, who pissed in the Legends division? Cheerios this morning. I know. I mean, like I said, most of the matchup, it was kind of a back and forth struggle. Like, I thought the Coalition held up very well until the last maybe minute and a half of that match, and the Brothers of Destruction just kind of turned the tides in their favor and didn't look back. For real, the Legends of WWE are kicking everybody's... No shit. I don't know what's going on in the Legends division tonight, but wow. All right, so here we go. Again, congratulations to the Brothers of Destruction, The Undertaker and Kane. Big win over the Coalition. And here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the next match of the evening is a tag to brag elimination-style matchup. 8 villains going to war. It is the Samoan Coalition versus Phenomenal Soul. Team Soul Embers, Big Bubba B, Jimmy and Jey Uso and Solo Sikoa taking on the Phenom Joe Lincoln from Team Joe Link. Kareem Key Woods, the OG villain of the Archiverse. The Soul Man, Jay Simmons, and of course, Coach B. Henry from Team 3TVB. And of course, we all know that Anime J is the management team behind the Soul Man, Jay Simmons, and the Great Key, a partner on Twitch and a streamer here on YouTube. the management team behind Kareem Key Woods. Phenomenal Soul versus the Samoan Coalition is next. And that's where we're going. What do you guys think? Who wins this match? Who wins this matchup? Froggy says, well, I'm in this one. I better vote for my team. Whoa, Jesus Christ, you scared the hell out of me. How fucking dare you? You're not allowed to hang out with Glenola anymore.
Superstar today laugh.
That's what he does. He just sneaks up from behind. I mean, a little notification that one is returned would be nice. At least I blast your eardrums out. You know, or attempt to.
You know what?
That was brutal. God damn. Strife says, you know what? I might have helped the Occult win. Team-themed attire. Well, I mean, generally speaking, the great tag teams have had their own uniforms, right? I mean, there's many that have been successful that did not. Don't get me wrong. But I think a team should look like a team. A team is only a team if they give a damn about one another. And if they're wearing the same attire. If they're wearing the same attire. But, Jack, what do you think? Samoan Coalition or Phenomenal Soul? And by the way, what'd you think of the matchup between the Brothers of Destruction and the Coalition?
I didn't even see it. Like,
you didn't see it? Nice. How dare you?
Yeah, I mean, but of course I could just rewind.
You can just rewind. That's the nice thing about YouTube is we can rewind live TV. To be honest, they are supposed to be implementing that on Twitch eventually too. Now they've been talking about that for about a year now, and it hasn't happened yet. But then again, they were just recently talking about allowing us to finally upload our clips and highlights to TikTok. I even created a new TikTok account to make that another platform we can utilize to garner attention from the Archiverse TV, both on Twitch and YouTube. But they are dragging their asses. It hasn't happened yet. Anyways, I do have to call my wife back really quick. I actually interrupted the conversation we were having. So my dad is in the hospital. A lot of you know the reason I had a bad week last week was I got some unfortunate information. So my dad's in the hospital. He's doing okay, though. He's just going in for precautionary things.
What I said about
but we were in the middle of a conversation, and I had to cut her off because, of course, the Brothers of Destruction beat the holy hell out of the Coalition. So I'm going to get the matchup underway. I believe Phenomenal Soul is going to beat up on the Samoan Coalition, but I've been wrong before. So there's that. But that is the next match of the evening. Let's rock and roll, turn and burn, get the electricity flowing, and the show rolling. Let's go. And I'll be right back.
The following is an elimination match. Introducing first, at a combined weight of 1,023 pounds, the Coalition.
The WWE Universe already reaching a fever pitch upon their arrival, and we are just seconds away from a highly anticipated match.
Halftime confused.
Combined weight of 953 pounds,
Look at this group. Complete domination is their goal, and tonight will be their mission statement.
$953 LBS. Joe, emoji raising hands, medium skin tone. LOL. Hey Sir Jack. 953 versus 1024. You should come commentate your match, emoji rolling on the floor laughing.
This elimination tag team match is now official. Last team standing wins, even if there's only a soul.
Oh, and soon we could be seeing a submission here.
Oh, this move will make you pass out. The official on a save just in the nick of time.
Tombstone slam. Cover. Is it enough? Oh, come on, ref. Get some control.
Shut up, Byron. And just like that, he sent crashing to the floor.
He gets
Show
out of
me
the
the
way.
rule book where it says you can't eat.
Boom. And an uppercut. He skirts away, living to fight another day.
Cracked around into a neck breaker. Ooh, that knee knocking the wind out of him.
That'll turn your lights out. Reversal. What a counter. Yank right off the apron.
Oh, no, no. In a no disqualification match, you never want to be the superstar on the wrong end of a chair or a kendo stick, or whatever else might be hiding under the ring. You want to be the one inflicting that punishment because that's how you control the pace and the match as a whole.
The new jackpot number for a chance to win a channel redemption of your choices, 401. The number to win a YTD championship match is 0. The YTD championship match.
Hits him with the counter.
Uh-oh. Solo getting out of harm's way.
Boom! Double axe handle smash. Oh, Sikoa holding him at bay.
And one more reversal.
Grabbing their opponent's arm. And he lets him
Solo Sikoa has been eliminated.
Wear down that body part for something bigger later. Oh, saw what was coming and answers with the clothesline.
Hit drop.
I'm the witness to that.
From the top. And nobody's there. Look at this. Pendulum backbreaker. Tick-tock.
Soli first one down. Wow. See you, Solo.
No escape for him. Suplex.
Suplex. Here it comes. Nicely done. Goes under the ropes to get back inside. He's rummaging for some sort of equalizer underneath the ring.
Able to get there in time.
Rolling elbow finds its mark. Ouch. Oh, right to the kid. And there's the cover. And he makes the save for his team. Here he comes off the tag.
He's getting a huge boost right now from all those chants and cheers.
Great counter.
Kick to the gut.
Dragged around into a neck breaker. Oh, look at this. Headbutt. Tagged in.
Think he's going? Look, he's just taking the perfect opportunity to regain some composure.
Ah, jumping knee strike. Lights out. Elbow drop.
Into the corner. This can't be good.
Cyclone kick. Demoralizing spot for Jimmy Uso. This is Uso's perseverance getting tested. He's got it.
Oh, oh, oh.
And look at this. Power slam. Good luck getting up from that.
I have returned. Sorry about that. Conversation took a little longer than I thought it was going to. All right, so what's been going on? I see, looks like Solo's been eliminated. Just the one person eliminated so far. So the Samoan Coalition is down a member. And it looks like, now is Phenomenal Soul also down a member? I can't see the other side of the ring yet. The camera crew is not panning. Oh, kicked him right in the back of the head. They are 4 strong still, the Samoan Coalition is. Wow. So how's the match been? Has it been a good battle? I mean, I'd imagine it would be between these two factions, but... Oh! Kareem Key Woods eliminated by Big Bubba B. It is now 3 versus 3. All right, so I'll get back to that list. Number 8 on the list is the Ultimate Warrior. So the Ultimate Warrior was a legendary figure in the wrestling world and someone who more than made an impact during his time in the business. However, even though he had a fantastic Hall of Fame career, he was never one of the best workers when it came to the bell-to-bell action. Of course, he brought a ton of personality to the ring, and seeing him sprint down as he entered always got people excited. He could connect with an audience no matter what, and that allowed him to have a successful run in the business. And Big Bubba B has been eliminated. It is now 3 versus 2. In favor of Phenomenal Soul. Of course, Phenomenal Soul still has Coach B. Oh! Jey Uso is gone. It is down to the 3 Phenomenal Soul members, the Soul Man, the Phenom, and Coach B versus Jimmy Uso.
I cannot believe what I'm seeing right now. No one can.
You want to point at what?
Jay Simmons has eliminated 3 people.
You voted for Phenomenal Soul?
Yep, absolutely.
Man, and if you were able to bet on this, you would have been doing well so far tonight. Because you bet correctly a couple times now. Number 7 on the list is Viscera. So Viscera is someone who had a major career in the wrestling world, working a variety of different gimmicks over the years that had varied success. At times he was pushed as a serious main event threat, and while that changed over the years, he was always seen as a threat. However, Viscera wasn't one of the most talented in-ring wrestlers, which were largely down to his size. While WWE likes pushing big men who can dominate inside a ring, it did mean he couldn't move around with such pace, which hurt the quality of his contests. I mean, I was never a big Viscera fan, myself personally, and as far as the Warrior goes, we kind of talked about that earlier, and I said the same thing, other than the fact he was, I mean, he had a lot of personality, right? He was full of hype and energy and stamina and agility, so he was intriguing, but he definitely wasn't one of the best wrestlers ever. Even the Hogan, like I said, I was live for Hogan versus Warrior, and the best part of the match was the entrances. Because, I mean, it was deafening in there. The pop those two got when they came to the ring, absolutely phenomenal. Speaking of phenomenal, the Phenom Joe Lincoln just got eliminated by Jimmy Uso. Jimmy on a roll. Oh my God. Oh my God, they made a comeback. Jimmy Uso does it for the Samoan Coalition. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the 8-man tag to brag elimination matchup, the Samoan Coalition. Solo Sikoa, Big Bubba B, Jimmy, and Jey Uso pick up the big W. Congratulations, guys. Soul Embers will be excited about that one. Joe Link, sorry about your damn luck, but what a comeback by Jimmy Uso. That was amazing. Wow, didn't see that one coming. I mean, I thought when they were down, I thought for sure Phenomenal Soul was taking it. Jay Simmons has eliminated 3 people. Yeah, he did. Stripe says Big Daddy V. I mean, I was like I said, I wasn't a big fan of Viscera or Big Daddy V. But a lot of people did like him. I just didn't. He didn't do anything for me. You know, even when he was part of the Ministry of Darkness. I mean, what do you think of Big Daddy V or Viscera?
I honestly didn't even mind Big Daddy V. I mean, when he was, I want to say when he was Mabel, known as Mabel, I think it was, you know, he was pretty good at that point. And then, of course, Viscera seemed more like their comedy version of or something like that, because he just wasn't the same, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, it wasn't too much you could do with him being at his size and everything. But I mean, he could still move.
Yeah. I mean, he was actually fairly quick for a big guy, like, because he was huge.
Yeah.
What would Viscera have weighed? I mean, without us looking it up, what would you say he weighed? Close to 500? If not 500 pounds?
He was somewhere in the mid 400s.
He was a very large man. A very large man. All right, before we continue any conversations, we get back into that list. The next match of the evening, and we're officially into the championship rounds, even though we cannot, of course, officially bet here on YouTube. But the next match of the evening is for the Women's Legends Championship. It is the newest legend, the newest Hall of Famer from Impact Wrestling, Tracy Brooks, joining the TWA roster and challenging B. Jackson for that Women's Legends Championship. That is next. Let's turn and burn and get things rocking and rolling. But that said, before we get back to that conversation, Tracy Brooks or B. Jackson?
Tracy Brooks.
The following contest is a full
Tracy Brooks, hopefully.
Anywhere match. And is for the full
Joe Link says Jimmy made a huge comeback. You're damn right he did.
99 times out of 100.
Froggy says, I'd say B has this 99 times out of 100, but streamer teams have had it rough today. No kidding. They really have. The TWA Superstars and YTD Superstars have been opening a can of whoop-ass on the streamer teams today. It's kind of weird. Kind of weird. But then again, we have what? I think we have 2 junior champions that are not from streamer teams. If I was to have, let me look.
Ladies and gentlemen, as a reminder, the championship is on the line here tonight.
Let me have a quick look.
Looking at the opposition, I can say that the champion will have quite the hill to climb in this one.
The challenger looks to be in the best shape ever.
I do,
ready
yeah.
to compete for that title.
Sorry, I was talking to my wife, not you. She brought me home chocolate bars. She is home. The queen has arrived. So The Rock is the Junior Grand Prix champion. LDF is the Junior Tag Team champions. So I guess we have just 2 junior champions that are streamer teams. I thought there was more. So just The Rock and LDF.
Corey, what do you think of the champ's chances here tonight?
I love him.
All right, anyways. Yeah, I was never a big fan of Big Daddy V. The Ultimate Warrior, obviously, we're all somewhat fans of. I think we all knew he wasn't the greatest in-ring performer, but, I mean, the hype and the personality alone, the charisma of the man was enough that we all, again, you heard his music cue, you ran to see what was going on, you know what I mean? So it is what it is. Where's Big Daddy V? I could take him or leave him. Number 6 on the list is the Boogeyman. So the Boogeyman is a character that fans are very familiar with due to how much success he has enjoyed throughout his time in the business. Unlike others, WWE never pushed him to the main event, seems simply because his in-ring talent wasn't good enough to work at that level. I mean, he also came in very late. Wasn't he in his 40s before he got into the business? Or at least got hired on by WWE anyways. I'm almost positive. I'd have to fact check that, but I'm pretty sure. So he's an example of how a good gimmick can over all manner of issues. And that was this case for him. The character is one that was easy to book and continues to be for cameo appearances to this day, which is why he's had good success. Number 5 is Virgil. So Virgil might not have been a main event player himself, but he was often attached to those kinds of opportunities, whether that be alongside Ted DiBiase or when being a member of the NWO. Unfortunately, while Virgil had a great physique, his in-ring skills weren't at the level he was put in. Now, while he wasn't a terrific worker, Virgil was never creating classic matches for people to watch, and his work isn't something that people talk about in glowing terms to this day. And that's true. I mean, how often does Virgil come up? I mean, unless you're talking about his treatment by Ted DiBiase or some of the strange segments that he was involved in, etc. But other than that, nobody really talks about Virgil. Number 4 is Lex Luger. So Lex Luger burst onto the wrestling scene at the perfect time, as the focus was all on wrestlers having great physiques at that point, which is something that Luger was able to provide. Few wrestlers have ever come close to the incredible physique that he had. It led to Luger getting plenty of opportunities. However, whether he was truly good enough from an in-ring perspective to be given those is a completely different matter. Luger was capable of having a good match, but it was never something that would blow people away, and he wasn't good enough to warrant the success level that he attained. I don't know about that. I mean, I've seen some pretty good rivalries and matches from Lex Luger in the past. Not necessarily in WWE, I guess, but, you know, in WCW. Are you a Luger fan at all, Jack? No?
Never have been. I mean, I did watch, you know, his documentaries and stuff like that. I did find those intriguing.
Yeah.
But never really been a fan of them.
Yeah. I was never a huge fan, but I did like him. I thought he was okay. I mean, I think mostly what everybody was in awe of is, like they said, his physique is something that will rarely be matched in any promotion. He was chiseled from granite, that guy. And I would assume full of steroids, too, not to mention, but he was humongous. Number 3 on our list is Brutus Beefcake. So if Brutus Beefcake had spent his career in the mid-card level, it would likely have made perfect sense for his talent level. However, personal friendships that he made in the business led him to getting a push further in the card, which his talent level wasn't ready to do. Beefcake was capable of putting together some solid moments when the chance arrived, but he wasn't a great wrestler, and that was something that became clear at various points in his run. I don't know, I was never a huge Beefcake fan. I think everybody liked Brutus the Barber Beefcake in some form, mostly when he was with Jimmy Hart or Hogan, I guess, but other than that, I was never a huge fan, and I thought his character when he went to WCW was kind of silly. Just give me one moment, just have to jump into a conversation quick, Jack. I'll be right back.
Throws her back in from ringside. Perhaps looking for some kind of equalizer here.
Really hoping Stacey gets to this as well.
Bat in hand, stepping up to the plate indeed.
Champ taking the worst end of the exchange. She's got an answer for that.
Look at these educated hands and feet.
DDT to follow. She saw that one coming.
Forced out of the ring. She heads out of the ring.
Interesting strategy.
DDT.
Planted.
Able to interrupt the attack. Tossed back into the ring.
Ooh, forearm.
Now a pin for the championship. And she thwarts the pin attempt and won.
Her iron will on display for the world to see. She'll get sent out the hard way.
And no countouts means she has the whole outside to play with. Superman punch! Looking for the victory! 2!
She's not done yet, but you have to believe that she's still in all sorts of trouble here.
Arm wringer applied, and look out!
Uh-oh.
Oh, and she turns it around. There's a kick and black mass.
Lights out.
The champ has this one in hand now.
2. No, she kicks out. She kicks out.
And look at the disbelief on the face of the champion.
They both know what's at stake. Neither competitor is going to lose easy here.
And you see a perplexed look now for how such impactful offense couldn't gain a pinfall. It's been an hellacious encounter thus far.
The time is multiple.
All right, I am back.
Anyone's guess how this one's going to end.
Okay, so there's only 2 entries left on this list. Number 2 is Sable. I mean, I don't even have to read this to agree with this, but anyways. So Sable was a genuine star in the women's division during her time in the company, and a lot of that was down to her looks. That's something the WWE would push to help her get further opportunities outside of the wrestling, to help gain even more exposure for the business. However, as a wrestler, she wasn't great. At the time, she was able to cover that up with her promo work, but her matches aren't ones that the audiences will be rushing back to rewatch. Number 1 on this list, last but not least, is Goldberg. Obviously, Goldberg would be on here. I still think, you know, again, it doesn't say ranked, but I would have put Khali at the top of the list. But anyways, Goldberg has never been a talented in-ring performer, which is why the majority of his matches have been kept short. He often just uses power moves to run through his opponents, and the way that he was booked in WWE and WCW has allowed him to cover up his lack of skills inside the ring. He's not technically gifted wrestler. That was clear during his infamous match against William Regal, where the Englishman outworked him and embarrassed Goldberg. However, the success he's had has been undeniable, being a top-tier main event player. But again, I mean, when it comes to Goldberg, it's a lot like, it's the same thing with the Ultimate Warrior. He was all hype. You know, when it came down to having to put on an actual good matchup that required some skill that just wasn't there. You know, even the matchup that he had with Bret the Hitman Hart, Bret the Hitman Hart could work with anybody. That guy's as talented as they come, probably the most talented that's ever been in the business, really, especially as far as technical skills go, and he couldn't even manage to lead Goldberg. So, and of course, Goldberg ended up ending his career because he works too stiff and doesn't know what he's doing. But now that guy, he's obviously apologized profusely time and time again to Bret Hart. But I mean, Bret lost his career, and you know, that said, over time would have lost millions of dollars as a result. So I can understand why to this day Bret the Hitman Hart is still sour about Goldberg. Now I don't know if they have since maybe made up in some form. I don't know. I doubt it. But even if they've had a conversation, I highly doubt that Bret the Hitman Hart ever fully forgives Goldberg for the loss of his career. So, yeah. I mean, as he shouldn't. I mean, look. Do you remember when he dropped Undertaker on his head? Another matchup that shouldn't have happened. Another matchup that shouldn't have happened. But again, with Goldberg, people liked his hype. You know, they liked the fact that he was this huge guy. He came from a football background. He came into the ring, ran through people. The problem is he was, in WCW specifically, he was never guided in a manner that taught him to work safely. You know? And as far as in-ring skill, he never changed. It was the same song and dance every time he had a match. He never really, improved. I don't think, whether it be promo skills, in-ring skills. Obviously, he didn't learn to work safe. He almost dropped, he did drop the Undertaker's head, and that could have ended very badly. And at that point, if he had injured the Undertaker long-term, the wrestling world would have never forgiven Bill Goldberg, much less Bret the Hitman Hart, right? So, but again, one of those situations where I was never the biggest Goldberg fan. To me, he was just WCW's answer to Stone Cold Steve Austin, and really a piss poor version of. Really, I don't know. Did you like Goldberg? Pete Jackson did it. I was just noticing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, and still your Legends champion from Team Honeybee Wrestling, it is B. Jackson, adding another legend and Hall of Famer to her wall of shame. At least wall of shame when it comes to legends she's defeated. I'd say wall of fame, but they wouldn't be going on a wall of fame. It'd be a wall of shame. She defeated them, took them out. She's defeated pretty much every legend in TWA and YTD. She's ran through them all, except for 3. There's still 3 legends left that could give her a run for her money. You've got Roxanne Riley, you've got Rose Brewer, and I don't think she's faced Ashley Marie. But again, congratulations to Honeybee Wrestling and B. Jackson. All right, here we go. Next match of the evening, Falls Count Anywhere for the Legends Championship is Big Sexy Kevin Nash taking on the one Elijah Archer. Championship is on the line. What do you guys think? So Archer also has been doing very well in the Legends division. As a matter of fact, here I'll just pull up the list of people that he's actually defeated, including when he actually won the Legends Championship. So he defeated Mr. Perfect. Of course, a lot of people had a problem dethroning Mr. Perfect to get that Legends title. He beat Mr. Perfect. He then went on to defend the title against Damien, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Booker T, and Goldberg. That is his list of legends that he has run through at this point. Kevin Nash is next. What do you think, Jack? Nash or Archer? You guess you'll go with Archer?
Has been tonight.
Yeah, I guess I'll go with him. But if
Elijah might be in trouble.
It must be rigged.
It must be rigged. If anybody can beat him, it could be Kevin Nash. If he gets a hold of him, delivers that big jackknife powerbomb, it could be all she wrote for Archer. But anyways, I'm actually going to go back and look and see if there was any further releases in NXT. I'm kind of curious because in less than 2 hours from the first time I looked at the article, they added like 3 or 4 people to their list of released superstars. So let's see what happens here. Because I believe they also said there was more superstars being released. So, here's something from Wrestling Headlines. It says 4 more WWE superstars released this evening. That might be the 4 we were talking about.
Calculated and controversial as they come.
Yeah, it is.
Has next level power and also
It's just talking about the exact same people that we've already.
Kevin Nash
Oh wait.
quite simply knows how to win.
No, yeah, it's the same people. Nobody's been added to the list.
Kevin Nash looking ready to get down to business.
Looking to make it a short walk to the proverbial pay window. That's what Kevin Nash is all about.
And did I go over the full list with you? I think I did.
Yeah, we hit on the main roster and NXT.
Yeah. For anybody that wasn't here earlier, I'll go over it one more time. So the list of people that got released from NXT today was Quincy Elliott, Bryson Montana, Dana Brooke, Mansoor, Mace, Dabakato, Shanky, Ulysses Leon, Daniel MacArthur, Kevin Ventura Cortez, and Alexis Gray. The only one that really surprises me at all, like I said earlier, is probably Dana Brooke. I think they could have done more with her, personally. I like Dana Brooke. But she has been future endeavored, so neither here nor there. She has been future endeavored. Pink slip.
I'll tell you, Cole, the champion has never looked more dominant than right here.
I'm just looking to see if there's anything else interesting. Another article hinting that Vince McMahon may want out of the WWE after the merger. Oh, here's something. From WrestlingHeadlines.com by Joey G. It's Elias breaks his silence on WWE release. He says it's been a blast. So earlier today, WWE released several talent from their contracts. A list that includes Mustafa Ali, Riddick Moss, Emma, Rick Boogs, Top Dollar, Aaliyah, and the Drifter Elias. Elias did not immediately respond to the news, but has since broken his silence on social media. He writes that he had a good run with the company, one which included WrestleMania moments with The Undertaker and John Cena. He adds that he had a #1 album on iTunes and had the pleasure of working with his younger brother Ezekiel during that time. He says from drifting onto the scene to WrestleMania with Cena and The Undertaker to millions around the world for years walking with Elias, a #1 iTunes album to being my own younger brother Zeke. While traveling the world, it's been a blast. God is good, he says. So Elias initially signed with WWE back in 2014, where he worked their NXT brand until 2017. And he's a former 4-time 24/7 champ. Not that that matters, because that is now defunct. But he was a 4-time 24/7 champion. See, Elias I liked. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out why they would release Elias. I mean, he can work well in the ring, great promo skills. I'm not sure what the problem is there. What's your take on that one?
I mean, I don't...
A blonde said to the gym instructor, "Can you teach me to do the splits?"
No, me neither.
He said, "How flexible are you?"
That
The
championship
blonde
right there
said, "I
is what
can't
it's
do
all
mid
about,
here."
gentlemen.
And it all would have been just fine. I just met.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I could see Elias coming back. I just... That one was a bit of a shocker for me. Again, the rest of them, not so much. Madcap Moss and all those guys, but Dana Brooke and Dolph Ziggler, Mustafa Ali, and Elias all surprised me just a little bit. Just a little bit. But, is what it is. They'll either make their way back or they won't. Either way, I'm sure they'll find their way to either AEW, Impact, or New Japan Pro Wrestling. I would think.
That got bad real quick.
And pretty much all of Retribution is gone.
Big forearm. An elusive
And I was never a huge fan of Emma, so that one doesn't bother me really. Some people liked Emma. I didn't think she was all that good, did you?
Able to get the advantage here.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I see something that popped up here about Mr. McMahon. It came on there from TKO, where it says Vince McMahon's membership on our board could expose us to negative publicity.
Yeah.
And or have other adverse financial and operational impacts on our business. So, I mean, I see what people are saying that Vince may be trying to find a way out, but I don't believe that. I believe more so TKO
wants him out.
The media agreement, so now they, you know, own their share of
Mansoor and Mace
WWE.
pulled off one of the dumbest gimmicks ever. It's so short-sighted to lose them.
Froggy says Monster and Mace pulled off one of the dumbest gimmicks ever. It's no short-sighted to lose them. Or so short-sighted. I don't disagree. I do not disagree. It was a very stupid gimmick. Strife says, we love the 24/7 titles. Some of R-Truth's best gimmicks. How many times was he 24/7 champion?
He must have seen that coming. Boom, running STO.
I'm gonna look it up.
Nicely done.
Suplex, here it comes.
550S.
Or maybe I'm not. It's not letting me do anything here. Alright, let's see here. How many times R-Truth hold it? So he had the most reigns at 53 times, being the 24/7 champion. I mean, I think the 24/7 championship was supposed to be reminiscent of the old hardcore championship, where kind of anything can happen. You know, you've got 24/7 opportunity, whether you're in a hotel room or in the parking lot, to win it. But for me, first of all, it was an ugly title. Second of all, it was surrounded by too many comedy segments. I just wasn't a fan. I hated it. I did.
And he gets sent back into the ring.
But some people liked it. Obviously, Strife liked it. But I mean, for somebody to hold it 53 times, that's a little wacky. That's a bit of a comedy, bit of a comedic value in itself, I would think. Did you like the 24/7 championship?
This will do it if it connects.
Yeah, I don't mean it.
Like you said, it has the comedy in it, so R-Truth did, I believe he did make it.
Yeah.
At least try to make it something worthy, but yeah, no. It doesn't like touch anything that's hardcore.
It's devastating. It's Nash's
And at the end, they had management holding the title, managers, female wrestlers. It was just very strange. It was just very strange. But, I mean, for me, that just devalued the whole division, if you want to call it a division, even further. So I was pretty happy when they decided to get rid of the title. But hey, Jack, I don't know if we talked about this already. What do you think of a potential, because they're talking about potential new championships coming into WWE after the merger that might have weight classes involved. I'm hoping that means a better run for both, not just the cruiserweight title, but I'd like to see the light heavyweight title brought back.
There were some episodes where the 247 belt was the highlight for me.
Division was still, going for it. Still had the world heavyweight. Like when Ray won the world title, that was a shocker. Nobody thought he was going to win that.
Yeah.
I think it's a good idea to bring back the whole weight classes and everything like that. Now, I mean, of course, not for the tag division, it wouldn't make sense.
No, not at all, no. Well, I mean, did they? Did 205 Live have a cruiserweight tag division? Or did they never follow through with that? I can't remember now. I didn't watch 205 Live. No, I did on occasion, only because, you know, they would advertise a really good matchup for the show, but I would literally tune in just to watch that, and then tune back late. That was a channel-changing show for me. Was not a fan of 205 Live. I didn't understand why they just couldn't have the cruiserweight division implemented, and instead of having it on just one roster, because there's two rosters that had cruiserweights, have it be a floating title where it could go back and forth between Raw and SmackDown and really push the division that way. Instead, they created a separate show for it, and it just, I don't know, to me it just didn't, I didn't like it. I was not a fan. I was not a fan of the show. Some people really liked it, though. Like, it was very popular to some. I think 205 Live had its own cult fan base, just like AEW, to be fair. But yeah, so R-Truth had it 53 times. And he had the longest combined reign at 425 days. So he held it for well over a year combined. But good riddance, in my opinion. Good riddance. But yeah, I would also like to see the light heavyweight title brought back. Because again, there's cruiserweights, right? 205 and under. And then there's... Oh, just 1 second. That is it. That is all, ladies and gentlemen. The winner of the match and still Legends champion, The one, Elijah Archer with the big W over big sexy Kevin Nash. And Archer adds another Hall of Famer to his wall of shame. Adds Kevin Nash. Just beat Goldberg.
Well done, Matt Buck.
Was that last night?
Here is your winner.
Or the night before? Did he beat Bill Goldberg and now Kevin Nash? I wonder who's next. It clearly won't be Goldberg. He's already been beaten.
Impressive win for him here.
Already been beaten.
This victory is exactly the kind of statement I knew he wanted to make here.
All right. So once Archer's done showboating for the crowd, we'll be on to the final match of the night. And it should be interesting to see how this one goes. Now, when it comes to the main event of the evening, it's going to be similar to the situation we had with the Royal Rumble last night. Everybody built a Royal Rumble. The winner of that Royal Rumble was inserted into the world title picture, so it is now a triple threat main event for TWA Revolution. The winner of the next match is going to, of course, showcase the women's division. And the winner of the next match is going to move on to TWA Revolution to make the TWA Television Championship match a triple threat match. And we're going to get to that in just one moment. All right, here we go. Final match of the evening. It is a gauntlet-style Rumble matchup. And again, it's one of those situations, expect the unexpected. And those are your Vixen villains in the matchup. We got Alice Blade from the Blade Runners and Team Sir Jack the Greatest. We got Amber Extreme from Toxic Attraction. Briar Rose from Team Rocka. January from Team Infinite Oni. We got Mickey James from Team Luke the Gooner 94. Melissa Archer is in there. Mary Fuller from Team Mr. Pink Gaming. Charlotte Flair. Ashley Sky from Team Soul Embers. And, of course, Alice Rose. And Alice Rose comes from Team Dusty, does she not? If I'm not mistaken. I can't remember where Alice Rose comes from.
Yeah.
I believe it's
from Dusty.
From Dusty, that's what I thought. So this is our final match of the evening, and then we won't see each other again until Saturday night
that lineup
for Wrestle Wars Genesis, the final matchup and show before our next big SPV at 2023 TWA Revolution, and that is going to be an absolute thrill ride of a show, so you definitely don't want to miss it, but you do not want to miss Wrestle Wars Genesis either. It is going to be a barn burner. But here we go, final match of the evening, gauntlet-style Rumble match. Again, the winner will move on to TWA Revolution and become the third wheel for the Women's Television Championship matchup. Let's get things going. Let's go. All right, Jack, I'm just going to take a brief moment, talk to my wife for a second, and have a sip of my drink. I'll be right back.
The following contest is an elimination match. Introducing the participants. First, from Richmond, Virginia, Mick James.
Yeah, no turning back now. She's going to need all the confidence in the world and the perfect game plan in order to get through this thing as a victor.
It's about will. It's about determination. It's about cardiovascular conditioning. Who can go the distance?
Go the distance and change your life.
Introducing the individual who drew number 2, representing the Alliance from Knoxville, Tennessee, the Queen.
We're going to get some serious questions answered about her endurance, her cardiovascular conditioning, if she wants to win this thing.
A match like this will truly test your mettle like no other competition on the planet Earth.
Well, January might set a new record tonight.
One of the top names in the entire women's division, and she plans on showing exactly why here tonight.
From the many,
One will, this could be big.
direct assault has her breathing heavy in the late going.
And you have to imagine she can't tough things out for much longer.
Punch lands.
She's getting back to her feet, but is there fight left?
Enabled to counter.
These two trading counters, an absolute masterclass.
And for me, the Royal Rumble always provides a question of whether to play good offense or good defense.
Well, you kind of have to play both, Cole. And it's absolutely crucial for you to be able to switch between both on a dime. If you get too bogged down against one opponent or one situation, you leave yourself vulnerable. You've got to keep your head on a swivel, keep your feet moving, and most importantly, avoid the damn ropes.
And proving a bit slippery for them there.
Big boot! She's got her in her sights.
Uh-oh. Stops the attack with a hit to the gut.
Monkey flip.
She wants it one more time. DDT.
Setting up an elimination here. Slam. Good night. Well, this isn't just any butterfly suplex. Royal butterfly suplex. She's sent flying into the corner. Uh-oh. This could be it.
She's got the whole WWE Universe rallying behind her.
I don't really think this is the most opportune time to be looking for the fans' praise. At this point, this is incredibly ill-advised. You're in the middle of a match.
Damn, I was hoping Nikki would take it last.
And she is feeling the electricity from the crowd now.
If you're re-voting against Alice Blade, you're re-wrong.
And look at her, feeding off the WWE Universe's energy.
I have returned. Jack, it looks like 2K has struck again.
I don't know who's feeling this more.
Because this gauntlet-style Rumble match is not behaving accordingly.
Oh, most definitely.
At this point, this is incredibly ill-advised. You're in the middle of a match.
I know. It's not going to happen. 2K has struck again, so at this point, I think it's only fair that we award January the winner of the match.
Person having stage fright.
I think absolutely not. Absolutely not. Well, then the only other solution is that Saturday night, Wrestle Wars Genesis, we have another Gauntlet-style matchup, but perhaps we have a YTD Dark match later tonight at some point.
At this point, this is incredibly ill-advised.
A go-home happy battle royale. Well, I would do that, but Mrs. is home, and I've got a few things to take care of. But I could have a dark match later and redo the matchup.
Why is she still
so we could do that. Nobody wants January to win. Oh, what? No one else wants to win January? Is that supposed to mean beat January? Fight January?
Sounds good, Art. Rematch in the bar.
Rematch, yeah, I say we have a YTD Dark match later, and I'll revive the matchup. For some reason, when it comes to Universe mode, the Gauntlet-style Rumble always gets glitched out, but I've never had a problem. Oh wait, somebody's coming. Wow, somebody's coming. What the hell?
She seems eager to get into the action. She looks totally fearless.
Oh, I did. That's how the Gauntlet-style Rumble exists to begin with. But as soon as somebody's eliminated, somebody else is supposed to come out. That's usually the way it works.
Powerful takedown. Of course, and hard to tell where she's still finding these bursts of offense.
And it is Briar Rose from Team Rocca. Well, let's see what happens. But yeah, usually when somebody's eliminated, somebody else automatically comes out. But it seems it just had to cycle through the time allotment. Well, let's see what happens then, I guess. And there goes Briar Rose. January dominating the scene. Except for, again, it's going to make us wait the time allotment. Strife says there's a long timer, and the timer doesn't start till after the elimination. Yeah, but you guys have all seen me work this match up in YTD Dark, and as soon as somebody gets eliminated, somebody else comes out. The countdown starts as soon as the elimination happens, but
at this point, this is incredibly ill-advised.
Let's see if it takes the full allotment this time, or so somebody comes out a little quicker this time. Froggy says, time for a list. How many people have we gone through now? How many eliminations is that for January?
Said to the gym instructor, "Can you teach me to do the splits?" He said,
so we still have 7 more to go.
The blonde said, "I can't skipping the rest."
Or no, 6 more to go. Strife says 2. He confirmed. Oh, give me 1 second. My daughter's calling.
And she is feeling the electricity from the crowd now.
At this point, this is incredibly ill-advised. You're in the middle of a match.
Feeling the WWE Universe on another level. This is her fuel. I don't know who's feeling this more, her or the crowd. And she is feeling the electricity from the crowd now. Taking a moment to get pumped off of this crowd's incredible energy.
Why is she still boasting around? She's in a fight, for goodness sake. This is not the time to be diverting attention away from your opponent.
the WWE Universe on another level. This is her future.
All right, so this is taking forever. So I think what we're going to do is stick to our original plan. January's dominating, but we'll see how she does at YTD Dark. We'll rehash this matchup later, YTD Dark. So that is it. That is all for episode number 517 and episode 31 for YTD Academy Live. Clash of the Titans was a great card. It was a great evening, a good time, and we certainly added some fuel to the fire for TWA Revolution, but people are clearly intimidated by January tonight. So this matchup will recommence at a later time in YTD Dark. Appreciate everybody being here as always, and don't forget that obviously Wrestle Wars Genesis Saturday night will be on Twitch, not YouTube. Only YTD Academy Live. That's for the newer folks that are here. Only Clash of the Titans and YTD Dark are on YouTube, so we'll see everybody live Saturday night for Wrestle Wars Genesis, the final stop before TWA Revolution. Have a good night, but it is that time of day. You don't have to go home. You do, however, have to get the fuck out of my channel. Goodbye.